talk to him, Craig.
No, don't talk to me, Craig. Man. We got beef.
Please don't talk to him. You got beef with a robot? Beef with a board?
Yeah, man. AI been getting out of control, and I know it's Craig that's controlling him. Craig is gonna be the start of the end. I know it.
A Borg beef.
Borg beef.
So, yeah. How you end up with Borg beef? Yeah, he can't even talk back for real, for real.
You don't know that. Yo. He be talking when he like Smokey and Debo. When we not looking, he be talking.
Soon as he leave, I'll be talking again.
He know what the fuck he got going on. Yo.
Oh man. Phew. All right, so what we on, man? What we on? How we feeling, man? How we feeling?
Another long day of laborious, devious,
Talk to him.
spine tingling, back breaking, stomach turning. Yeah, today was cool.
It's something. I have this pack of ciders, and when I tell you every single one of them has blown up when I opened it, I might as well just throw the rest of these bitches out or open them in a sink or something.
Like, it don't matter how gently and precociously you open them.
Oh, no, it doesn't. I opened three of them. I opened the first one the raw way, and that shit just cooked me. The second one I tried a little
Raw way.
slower. We just pop that thing open. Nope, that ain't work. Second time I tried the slow roller, that shit damn near blew up. Just now I tried the slow roller. I'm like, bro, how did the whole pack end up like this? What are y'all talking about? The cans don't even feel like they primed. I
Just
don't get
stick
it.
a knife in the side and then open the top and shotgun it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want a shotgun a mixed berry cider.
I mean, that sounds easier to down than a regular beer, honestly.
I mean, it might be. I just don't want a shotgun a cider. Like, bro, listen, my shotgunning days is super over.
Nigga, shotgun days. That's crazy, yeah. They don't even let men be men anymore. What, in today's day and age, snowflakes can't fucking shotgun beers? Lib.
Yeah, I tried to opt out of it. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's even worse. You let them emasculate you?
Yeah.
Shotgun and beers is directly related to how manly you are by how fast you can shotgun it.
Okay. Okay. Talk to me about it.
I
Come on, man.
mean,
Come on, manly man.
I'm not the manly man. It's just my agenda that I'm putting out.
Okay. So it sounds like you don't know a damn thing, huh?
Oh, I know about shotgunning
Mm.
as a functioning alcoholic. I would think I know about
Oh yeah. Oh, he
shotgunning beer.
think he know. He don't know if he know, but he think he know, yeah.
Don't do that.
He said, "No. Why you starting that?" All right. So where we want to start, yo? We want to start with the magician that got attacked on a cruise ship.
Hello? You can't just say words and string them together.
I
Like,
can't just leap right into it. All right, my fault.
how did? Yeah, let's get into. Oh man, that remind. Before we get into that, you want to talk about all these ape attacks been going on recently? There's
Uh,
something going on that I don't know. Like, and you know how you see a bunch of stuff and then out of nowhere it happens to you.
uh, are there any ape attacks? I don't. What are these?
Nigga, in the last week, I've seen like 5 different ape attacks. Well, maybe not, maybe eight, not eight monkey attacks, because they're not like chimpanzees or gorillas, but niggas have been mauled by monkeys left and right in Oklahoma.
Let's see. Yeah, pet monkey attack. Oklahoma woman report being boomed.
Boom, the monkey boomed her.
No, they
She lucky it was a smaller monkey, because the only thing it did was like it ripped her ear off. If it was a chimpanzee, she'd be dead.
yeah, just lipped part of her ear off. That's all. That's
I, s-
Japan's Yamaguchi City. Thought they had a rogue wild monkey as attacks rise. Now there's fear there's more than one. I'm crying.
and yo, this word that's terrible.
This is from last year, actually. It's from 2022.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's terrible. I was gonna say
Terrible.
back to the Oklahoma one though. The same exact monkey that attacked the woman and ripped her ear off. This old white guy recorded a video and put it online. It was the same exact monkey. He threw an orange outside and the monkey was eating it. His dog was outside and the monkey like looked at the dog and he was like, "Oh no, no, no." Yo, and he called the dog and then he went to open the door. The monkey on like Matrix John Wick time, and the second the door opened, jumped right at the door, closed that shit in his face, and then ran over to the dog. Like these monkeys out here, they out for blood.
Yeah, I'm seeing one where the one they talking about in Japan is insane. Like they literally had that. This is not funny, but it's hilarious. Like
It's about to be crazy funny.
I'm
I
about to
know.
read this caption: monkey gang member debirthed in Japan as marauding macaques run amok.
Hello.
Pedestrians in a besieged Japanese city.
Imagine being under siege by monkeys.
Your siege have been arming themselves with pruning shears. No.
Yo, we're heading towards the random chip of it. We're almost there. I can feel it. Yeah, the uptick in monkey related violence. We're on the cusp.
Residents have begun arming themselves with umbrellas and pruning shears to protect themselves.
See, you know what? I'm not super pro gun and super pro America. Actually, I hate America, but they don't got guns over there. So like niggas using umbrellas to protect themselves from a creature that could rip your face off.
Well, the crazy thing is, what they're realizing is that the Japanese is this macaque? Is that how you pronounce that?
Macaque, yeah,
Macaque,
close enough.
something like
Whatever.
that.
Yeah.
But they were once in danger of extinction, and there was a point where half of Japan's forests, which is where they reside, were lost to deforestation. It's just like, see,
Oh yeah, nature reclaiming the lands, yo. That's how it
mhm.
should be.
Niggas walking out. Yo, this is my playground, yo. Yo, set up the perimeter on this block. Yo, anybody
Set
walking
up the perimeter.
in?
Yo, hold down B. I'm gonna go take C.
Oh, yeah, the monkeys tell each other, yo, hold B. This is insane, yeah.
As humans, we deserve it, man. Now, I don't know about niggas in Oklahoma. I don't know what monkeys was losing their homes to deforestation in rural Oklahoma,
Did they
but
have pet monkeys? If you
I
got a
don't
pet
know if
monkey,
it
I
was.
never will feel sick. First off, like,
No, no, no. The attack wasn't from a pet monkey that mauled its owner. This was a monkey that escaped a laboratory, I'm pretty sure, and then just went out on a spree, just tearing the city up. You know, seeing what's what.
screaming.
I
I'm
respect it.
hollering. They said the woman told us she was inside the house when she noticed the animal on her front porch. So she called family member. Yo, look at this
My,
nigga.
why would you walk outside if you just see a random monkey? I guess
Well, she wasn't
because
outside yet.
no,
Apparently,
when I'm
she
saying
still
she
went
walked
to the
outside.
yeah. She might. Still reading the story. I don't know when she got out. She called 911. Officers with the department as well as the game warden arrived to find the monkey still on the porch,
You said
but
the gang warden. They got a warden for gangs.
for game, like game.
I know. I was just making a corny
But
joke.
as officers exited a patrol vehicle, they say the animal moved toward them and jumped on the rear of the car. He was getting light. She could see the interaction between officers and a monkey from inside her home and recalled thinking the animal was acting friendly. So she
What?
so,
White people, yo. What
so
y'all
she
got
stepped
going on,
outside
bro?
with her son. As soon as she walked
With
outside,
her son?
door opened. She said, "quote The monkey then ran towards the victim and climbed onto her. He crawled on my back, yanked out multiple wads of hair, and then ripped the ear in half. Just give me that." Ran
What?
into a wooden area. They continued to search for the animal. Additional officers found and contacted the monkey's owners, who attempted to capture it themselves but were unsuccessful. And so they said, "All right, well, it's Boomtown."
Yep. Get shot at. Get shot at.
Oklahoma laws do not prohibit residents from owning most exotic animals.
I mean, I get it because Oklahoma is boring. What else you got over there besides like a serval or a fucking monkey?
I feel like you shouldn't be able to own monkeys anyway. I don't know why people keep doing this. If you're not a conservationist, bro, like
Oh yeah, I
hang it
agree.
up. Like, what are
Nigga,
y'all?
even the small ones. Like, look at what the small monkey did to her. It ripped it. First off, niggas think because they small, they just not. They think the only monkeys that are ripping people in half are
Yeah,
chimpanzees and
gorillas.
gorillas.
Yeah, like, bro.
No,
Yeah, you don't gotta get ripped in half entirely, bro. That monkey could just decide he want one of your appendages. Let me get your
plus
finger.
exactly, and he don't got to rip it in half with brute strength. He could just bite it, and they got sharp teeth. It's gone.
Yeah,
And
no.
they're
Let
a
me
lot
see this.
faster. Like in the story, it said it before she knew it, it was at the door and climbed up on her head, started rip her hair out and ripped the ear off.
But
Before she knew it,
before she knew it, he was in there.
nigga. If we talking about anime, was he got speed blitzed?
He buds.
Getting
Nah, but
speed blitzed by a monkey is crazy.
them Japanese monkeys though, there was 42 injuries in a span of 2 weeks. They was getting
They
fired.
was on demons. 42 injuries in 2 weeks.
They said, yo, we got up our numbers. Yo, only 2 bodies a day. We gotta get to 3 at least, bro. Come on.
What really scares me about all these monkey attacks that I've been reading about and seeing videos of is that I don't know what it is, but it always seems like the monkeys just have it out for one person. Like there will be multiple people, but the monkey just picks one out of the group and then just that's you the one.
I
I
won't
was
hurt. I won't.
this isn't a recent monkey attack, but this I read about it this week. There was a group of people that went to a reserve in Africa. I don't remember what country, but they went to this reserve. They were all in the Jeep and they were just driving down the road and then a random chimp just came out in the middle of the road and stared at them. The nigga driving was a local, so he's like, nah, this is not right. They don't be doing that. So he started to back up, and then the chimp stood up, screamed at the top of his lungs, ran at the truck. He caught up, smashed out the windows, got in the back seat, and he just went to town on the nigga. Jeez, he was going in, munching, finger, half a hand, ear. He was getting it, and then they started beating the monkey. Like they was just beating him, but he didn't. He wouldn't stop. He would not. Like if I'm fighting somebody and I already got a nigga like on the ground, like he's defeated. I won. I'm gonna focus on his teammate that's trying to help, that's fighting me. No, the niggas is beating them right now. He not even worried about them. He just focused on the one nigga.
Yeah, nah. He listen. One track mind, bro. I got a job to do.
Eventually, they managed to get the monkey out of the car, and then they drive into the gate. They slam into the gate of the sanctuary because it was closed, and the monkey was still in hot pursuit, so they couldn't stop. They crash into the gate. The monkey catch up, and he goes to finish the job on the same nigga. Same nigga just finishes him. Like I don't know what it is. Like if it's some pheromones that the monkey be smelling, and they just decide, yeah, I'm not fucking with that nigga. But they always they never fight multiple people. They just pick one person, and then job's not finished. I gotta end it.
They they what do you call them? They a single target damager. Like that's how they damage.
Single target damage.
Like they whole build is around single target damage. Like they get the regen once they clap the first nigga. So
So they gotta, yeah. I listen. It's either this one or I lose. I
yeah,
gotta get this
like
one.
whoever I pick first, whoever I do some damage to, I gotta finish the kill. Like, oh man, that's funny.
But yeah, that always scared me about chimpanzee and monkey attacks. Like, what if it's just my day to just get picked off?
You can fight back, win. What you
Have you
talking about?
seen a chimpanzee's muscles? You're not
Oh, we talking
winning.
about chimp. First off, don't be nowhere where there's wild chimps. Like that includes Oklahoma. So like, just don't go there. You should be fine. And other than that, yeah, I mean, one when you see a monkey charging the police, maybe don't come outside. That's probably a good one.
Well, she was white.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, you worry like this will ever happen to you when you know damn well you got enough common sense to avoid most of the risk factors here.
Well, yeah, I'm not. I'm talking specifically about they were on a wildlife reserve in a car, and the monkey charged the car, ripped the
Would
windows
you
open, and got up in there.
would you go to a wildlife reserve and get in that car?
I w- I wouldn't go to a wildlife reserve, but I want to go to Africa at some point.
Okay,
There's
okay.
some monkeys there.
I know, but when you go to a wildlife reserve, what are you guaranteed to see? Like this is what I be meaning. Like people be up in their chances.
That's true. I mean, yeah. But I mean, if you go to Africa, what's the point of going to Africa and just being in a city? You want to go out into the savannah, right?
We can go out into savannah. It's just it's the difference between. First off, no, I don't necessarily have to want to go out into the
I
savannah.
was I was wondering if he
Yeah,
go
I
he
was like,
really
oh,
go.
I'm sorry, no.
You don't want to put on that bucket hat the niggas be wearing and put on like the cargo shorts and
Dressed like the Thornberries, no.
yeah. You gotta dress like the Thornberries. You gotta go out into the wild.
So that way they know I'm not from here, right?
I mean, the niggas there be dressing like that. That's just what you wear there.
Nah, that's like them steak on the bar or the shrimp on the Barbie white dudes be wearing.
That seasoning, them clothes is specifically for niggas that's about to get eaten.
Oh man. But all right. So where we want to go from here? Where we want to go from here? What we want?
We totally sidetracked. We didn't talk about the magicians that got attacked.
It wasn't multiple. It was magicians would be hilarious, but it was just one.
What did he get attacked for? He was
did.
mystifying niggas.
Well, he did not get attacked by a monkey.
Most important. I would hope there's not a monkey on a cruise ship.
On a cruise ship is this. Oh man. But no, so some TV host and magician was doing a performance on a Royal Caribbean on a cruise, and during the trick, he said, "Can monkeys swim?" I'm sure they can.
Oh yeah, they can. Oh yeah, monkeys. They like swimming.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to get away from them. Once they see you, you're not outrunning them. You're not out fighting them once you got a weapon.
You better just pray it's a small one you could beat. Like that's all it comes down to. And you
it's just
fight super unfair. Don't think this is a fair fight.
Yeah, even if you come up against a small one like a lemur, that nigga's gonna climb you. He said bite him back. I'm not getting monkey blood in my mouth. I'm not gonna bite him back.
Brother, you're getting monkey blood everywhere if you want to win. Like, what do you mean? Like, this fight for the end, however it's for the end. But so anyway, during the trick, Murphy and the volunteer he picked up the crowd sat with folded playing cards sticking out of their mouths as Murphy leaned in for a kiss. I know what's going on here. Murphy then attempted to take the card out of his mouth, but his eyes, seen on a large screen on stage, begin to widen as a member of the crowd, believed to be the woman's partner, charged the stage and pushed the entertainer to the floor. And this is hilarious because it's just like,
bro, you that insecure that it's a magic trick. What if he did it to you? Would you be cool with that?
Yeah, not even that. It's just like, bro, you're on a cruise with your girl, like, and she doing a magic trick where the magician takes the card out of her mouth, and sure, their faces get a little close. They both giggle about it, but like, he's not gonna actually
tongue her down.
Not even like he's not even gonna actually kiss. They're just gonna swap the cards.
No, yo, transitive properties. Yo, we learned that in math class.
Nah, don't like real talk though. Like, yeah, you are exchanging some fluids. Don't be exchanging fluids with no stranger, nigga. What's up with you, yo? But this is the thing where it's just like I don't like everything involved with this. I mean, I guess maybe the magician's probably the only person who couldn't have known, but like maybe I don't know, don't do this trick anymore. But it's just like one, like if you know you got one of them doofy niggas that's gonna come up on stage. And like again, maybe you don't know your man's gonna go this far, but you know if your man's insecure and he's a doof, like you know that part. 1, 2, don't be insecure and don't be a doof like that. Like,
that's the easiest thing.
I mean? Like, oh, your girl's doing a magic trick with a magician on board. Yeah, I think he just pushed a guy. He didn't do nothing crazy. Somewhat. No, he said multiple bruises and blurred vision. Nah, he was giving
blurred vision. He gave this nigga a concussion.
He getting a blurred lines.
His wife probably mid too.
Yeah, she was with it too. She gave consent and everything.
No, I said his wife was probably mid, like not even worth a concussion.
They said how they said there were no witnesses to this baffles me. I'm crying. They got
niggas not snitching.
They got screenshots of it.
No witnesses though.
Oh, and he finished the show apparently.
He finished the. She said, "Damn." He did. He pulled the Chris Rock. Wow, dude. It was a magic trick.
He said, I'm going to.
Keep your card out my wife's mouth.
Keep your.
I'm going to.
Keep your card out of my wife. Oh, nah. Like, this is nuts, though. Like, he apparently holds the world record for the most time someone has performed a Houdini Chinese underwater torture cell.
He said a lot of words, and I know what they mean, but I know other people don't know what they mean.
Okay, I'll say it again.
Houdini underwater torture cell. I know Houdini is. I know his underwater trick. Where does the Chinese torture come in?
And the cells fit in. Like, where do we? Hey, listen, I couldn't tell you. All I know is, man, he's got the world record. He's probably done this shit like I'm gonna try and see how many times he did it. For real, for real.
To have a world record, got to be at least 4.
Oh, he had a full season of shows in the USA in which he performed at. So like he
Okay.
was just getting them in, like I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Magicians are hilarious, like they're amazing because it's like I'm not gonna hold you, like I love magicians. I
Oh
don't,
yeah, I
you know,
do too.
black people in general tend to love magicians,
And
but
yeah, you ever seen a compilation of niggas seeing a magician? It's the funniest shit of all
it don't
time.
matter what. Like you can find black billionaires, you can find a bunch of street niggas, you can find some
It's
squares. It
some
don't matter. Niggas are just
niggas love magic, yo.
whoa. And so, oh man, and niggas know it's fake, like, and they know it's
You
a
too
trick.
calm. It ain't no whoa. It's oh shit. It's niggas running around, niggas screaming. That's how it should be. Magic mystifies, yo. That's how it should be.
Magic mystifies.
I know it's not real, but the fact that you illusionist. First off, I like illusionists. I like the ones that do
Yeah,
the crazy card tricks where like you throw a card at a window and then it appears on the billboard. I like that. I don't care about the whole escape things where like niggas like the Houdini where he chains himself underwater and escapes. Nigga, I don't care that you can get out chains fast. I'm trying to see some shit that don't make no sense. I want you to tell me the same thing that I ate 3 months ago, and then you pull a card out of a seagull's mouth, and it's the same card I had a dream about 4 years ago. That's the type of magic I'm trying to see. I don't care about David Blaine eating glass and then vomiting that glass to escape from ropes in a refrigerator at the bottom of the ocean. I definitely
so
don't care for these niggas doing this fake ass levitating either. That levitating shit was whack.
who Chris Angel? Yeah, Chris Angel was doing
Yeah.
a lot of little goofy shit. Nigga would just hook him up on a bunch of what was that joint where he just had a bunch of chains going through his body and shit. And just like, ow, that shit hurt it.
Exactly. I don't. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it
like,
did hurt.
like, what's the trick?
I'm sure that did hurt. Yeah.
You just
His
suspend.
trick was the pain tolerance.
You just oh man,
Remember
I
when he
want to see that
levitated
trick.
Shaq?
You said what?
I said, remember when he levitated Shaq?
No.
Chris Angel, he back in like 2007 when magicians were cool, he levitated
Yeah,
Shaq on TV.
I'm screaming. Somebody said he was hanging from fish hooks, and I kind of wish he'd stayed that way. They do that. I like his ass.
Nigga, hating from fish hooks. That's not magic. That's Hellraiser. We've seen that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like he did that whole mind freak thing, and I was just like, bro, like I
Mind
don't know.
freak.
I don't know. I like again, I like the illusion type beats. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like make me just damn, that's not how reality works. That's crazy.
I like sleight of hand too, where a nigga do a magic trick and by the end of it, your watch is missing. He's like, "Yo, what's time is it?" And then he shows you your watch. You're like, "How did you do that?"
Yeah, sure. He be like, yo, what time is it? He be like, where the fuck am I? Then he's it's 7:14 according to your watch.
Yeah, see, that's not even magic, but I'm still entertained by that.
How'd you do that, man? Yeah, I don't like magic is one of them things that like I never really cared if that shit like that shit was like wrestling. I'm like, bro, I don't care if that shit fake or not. If it's entertainment, bro,
Exactly.
I'm finna stand and clap. Like,
Exactly.
fuck y'all talking about? Nigga, movies are fake. Like,
You're not
like,
entertained by movies? Yeah, like what?
like, what are y'all talking about? Like, video games are fake. They're all fake. Like, what are y'all talking about? It's entertainment. Nigga, hee and ha ha. What else we got? What else we got? From one magician attack to an attack on journalists, the FBI and the Department of Justice are investigating ByteDance's use of TikTok to spy on journalists.
Mm, I
Now,
huh.
now this is a double-edged sword because spying on journalists is not great, and you should never do that. And
It's
you
also
know,
not new.
it's also not new. But I think it's one of those scenarios where I feel like the FBI and DOJ specifically are pumping this up because they already got beef with TikTok, so they're trying
Yeah.
to find any and everything. See, because
Biden
my thing is,
administration already I don't know if this is related to this story, but the Biden administration already said that they want the Chinese stakeholders in TikTok
out
to
of there.
sell
Yeah,
their stake.
yeah, right. And so to me, the reason why I say this is a little silly is because it's like, so I'm supposed to believe what? people weren't using Facebook to spy on journalists. I'm supposed to believe people weren't using every platform, Twitter even, like
Instagram during the George Floyd protest,
Instagram.
police weren't using imaging to pick up
Mm,
niggas from the Instagram.
mm. And that's my
It's
whole thing.
just because they're
Like
American companies. They don't give a shit.
this company was talking about, or they was talking about ByteDance, the company that owns it, was they plan to use TikTok to monitor the physical location of specific American citizens. Right now, here's my problem. If that is true, and I am to believe that, I feel like I don't think this app lasts much longer. Like that's my problem. Like if they're literally using this to surveil specific niggas, um, and then they were saying the TikTok CEO had ordered the team to investigate individual employees, and that it has investigated employees even after they left the company. Right? Like now, my thing is that's not a TikTok thing. That's not even a TikTok issue. That's just surveillance that big multinational companies do, and many of them do this. Like I don't even think you
Yeah,
don't need TikTok for this. To be honest, I think it's just because you can get location data from anything, dog. Like that's the part where we're pretending like the TikTok data is so unique. But it's like, bro, I can get your location data from Domino's. Like you really be honest with yourself. Like
nigga, you can
I don't.
get location data from a picture you took if Apple
Yeah,
sends it to the government.
exactly. I can get it from Google, nigga. Like I can get it
Yeah,
from all these other people. So it's like that's the part that kind of blows me. Where it's like I'm not even defending TikTok because I'm sure it is doing some slimy shit, just like all you social media companies do. But it's like the fact that all these niggas are doing the same thing, but somehow it's like it's TikTok.
it's a
Now, granted,
problem when TikTok
I'm
does it.
sure
A Chinese
TikTok's
company.
probably going crazy because again, they're in China, and in China you can just move how you want to move. So I'm sure they're going nuts. You know what I mean?
It
Like
sucks for the citizens over there, but I just think it's hilarious that you can just almost do whatever the fuck you want over there business wise. That's crazy to me.
well, as long as the government is rocking with it, yeah, you good. As soon as the
Yeah.
government got a problem with it, yeah, that's got to stop now, instantly,
Ain't no
immediately.
gotta stop. It's stopped. You're missing. The business
He said,
you
"You're
were
missing.
gone before the business stopped.
You're missing."
You're a victim.
I'm screaming. But yeah, so they demanded that ByteDance divest from TikTok or face a nationwide ban. That was in when was this? Oh no, this is the Interagency Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States. Like they
I mean,
demanded. Ooh,
they said this like a year ago or 2 years ago. They were talking about doing this when Trump was still in office. They said, as a matter of fact, on Trump on his way out in like 2019, they were talking about getting rid of TikTok. It's not happening.
yeah, no wrong. Like they confirmed that they surveilled journalists, and I'm like, yeah, again, I'm not. Again, I promise you, I'm not defending anybody. It's just that you can use all of these apps to surveil journalists. Why do I? Why am I supposed to believe that TikTok specific? Is it just because of how big the app is? Is that the difference?
No, it's not the size. It's that it's Chinese owned.
Okay, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. Like it sounds like you're manufacturing consent here. Um. Oh yeah, Arizona lost. Let's go. I would talk about March Madness on here, but boy, when I tell you I don't fucking know none of you niggas.
Yeah, I never give a shit
So
about March
yeah,
Madness.
congrats to the eventual winner.
March Madness, I just pick whatever team I like and hope for the best, but it never happens.
But
Sometimes it does, but yeah.
yeah, but so my whole thing is that it was saying ByteDance, excuse me, pushed pro-China messaging to U.S. users of another app. Found that Chinese state media used TikTok accounts, which at
What
the
is
time
ByteDance? Is that the company that owns
that
TikTok?
owns TikTok. Yeah, it's a Chinese
Okay.
company. So basically, they found that Chinese state media used TikTok accounts which did not contain labels disclosing they were run by state media to attack certain politicians before the midterms. Again, I'm
Okay.
really not trying to be rude. What's the difference between Facebook giving preferable treatment to right wingers and Twitter giving preferable? What is the difference? There
I was
isn't
gonna
one
say,
in
if
my
anything,
book.
Facebook is probably worse.
Facebook, the Twitters, I just don't understand what the difference is. Like I know the difference is
There
that
was
the
a
Chinese,
whole
like that's
Russian bot campaign for the election.
it's, again, and we didn't do shit about. So this is my whole problem where it's just like you've set a precedent already that no one gives a shit. You didn't care when it was done to you foreign, like international. You didn't care when it was domestic. Like it's fine when actually it's 100% fine when it's domestic. As long as you're an American spying on Americans, we're all good with that. Like we don't really give a damn. Like because between Meta, between Tesla, even and all these other niggas who are using your tracking data and taking your shit and monitoring individual people, like that's just my whole thing. Where it's just I hate when y'all try to like like think about it. Like when you really read, like I'm reading this article and looking at all the shit. These niggas formed agencies. They did this. They did like, dog. Y'all doing a lot to stop niggas from doing probably the exact same thing you're doing here.
Yeah,
The exact same thing. And
literally.
it's just nuts to me because it's like I hate when niggas. This is like when they did that balloon shit. Like I'm just like, bro, I don't care, bro. You're not gonna get me mad at China for some fucking rogue balloons. I don't give a fuck.
What was?
Like,
Do you think the balloon is dispersing poison in the atmosphere, nigga?
bro,
No.
yeah, like it was a balloon, bro. I don't know why it was up there, what it was doing up there, whether it was a spy balloon or not. That's y'all shit to figure out. But even if it was, I don't give a fuck because I know y'all spying on them too. So why y'all mad they want to spy back? Because now the public knows. That's probably really what it is. Whenever it gets to the
Yeah.
public, you gotta act mad. You gotta act way more tight than you are.
Also, if our government, well, our government is always lying, but if our government confirmed that it was a weather balloon and not some type of spy satellite or spy balloon, then how do we know that it just didn't drift over here on wind currents? What's the big deal
Because
about
that's
y'all
just too
confirmed that it
coincidental, bro.
was a weather balloon? Y'all confirmed that, right?
That's just too coincidental.
Too coincidental, nigga. All right.
Let's see. Da, da, da. Oh no, this is ridiculous. Oh, apparently there's an update on that Joe Mixon story.
This was a while ago. Refresh my memory.
So apparently there was a shooting that happened at Joe Mixon's house that left a 16-year-old injured. And this was, I believe, last week. And so, long story
This was
short,
last week.
yeah, yeah, last week.
I
That's what it
feel like
said.
this happened so long ago. I don't know why.
But so allegedly, right? It's basically saying that Joe Mixon's sister and her partner were indicted. So it was saying that Joe Mixon's sister's boyfriend fired 11 shots at the teenager who was playing what they called Nerf wars. He allegedly shot at the boy from Joe Mixon's backyard, hitting him once in the foot. He heard multiple shots within by his head and ducked behind a tree. How anyone could aim a gun at. Okay, it's a
Wait,
miracle.
Nerf wars. So were they playing with fake guns and somebody pulled out a real gun?
No, it looks like this kid was doing some game where you run around with Nerf guns and shoot people, and I don't know. Like I just think he ran into the wrong nigga, and the nigga didn't care.
He thought. Oh, okay, he thought
The
it
old
was
boy did
real.
not know that it wasn't no Nerf gun. Now, granted, I don't know if you got like the muzzle painted, but I know most of them Nerf guns like they
A
take
lot
very
of
they
a lot of
different.
kids do be. They be trying to make this shit look as real as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I don't know what actually happened here. 11 shots sounds insane, but that also is
Yeah,
why
no,
I'm
that's crazy.
thinking that that Nerf gun probably wasn't very obviously a Nerf gun.
Yeah,
Like I don't know, because he again it said a teenager was shot while playing Nerf Wars, a game involving toy guns. Nobody wants to describe to me what that is or how y'all know that's a game at all. Like who told y'all that? Where did y'all get that term from?
I was gonna say Nerf wars. I've never heard that. Niggas just call it if even in the commercial they call it a Nerf gunfight. So I mean, where did this Nerf wars thing come from?
Okay, so basically, it was saying it involves high school students playing games with toy guns in neighborhoods, usually in suburban portions of town. This is a bad fucking game. Y'all should stop playing this
So
now.
like they're not even the teens aren't even shooting at each other. They're just going around shooting at random people. Is that what I'm
Well,
gathering from this?
specifically in the suburbs, you gotta stop doing this.
Oh man,
And
no.
so Joe Mixon said, told authorities he was on alert after he received death threats following a menacing incident. Da da da. Joe Mixon was seen carrying a firearm but did not fire any shots. He had a right to the weapon as a legal gun owner. Da da da. The rest of them said they fear for those in the home, including her 5 children. Da, 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 they reported the incident. Da, da, da. Yeah, no. And basically said somebody, Joe Mixon's agent urged parents, authorities, and school districts to evaluate the Nerf Wars game and find ways to play it safely during daylight hours. Okay,
Nigga, play it safely by not going around
by not playing
shooting
it.
at
Yeah.
random fucking. If you want to have a Nerf gun fight, just have a Nerf gun fight with your friend. Like I don't. Why are you
Okay,
going around shooting random people?
if convicted, Brewer would face a maximum of 20 years in prison. In a statement, they said it was a miracle the child was not debirthed and that so and
I
so.
was just about to ask, did he get him out of here, or did
No,
11 shots and he got him and he lived? Well,
yeah.
all 11 didn't hit, right?
No, I think it's only
Okay.
like 2 that hit. And they were saying that, yeah, basically
Terrible aim.
they trying to screw this Brewer dude. But I don't know. I
How?
would have to see what I would have to see what this Nerf gun looks like because
Yeah,
I don't see a world where if you painted this
orange
joint at all,
Nerf
like
gun.
yeah. If it's orange and all of that, maybe you just bucked. I don't understand what was going on, but yeah, no. But anyway,
I'm about to start having Nerf wars with my neighbors in DC. See how they like that? Not the suburbs. I like how they speculated specifically in the suburbs, or not speculated, specified specifically in the suburbs because they thought it was gonna go differently, huh?
yeah, I just feel like the suburb things actually makes it worse because it's like, bro, you're talking about suburbs. These are people who, I mean, I would think they're more likely to boom on you than anyone.
Was it white kids?
I don't know. I don't think the thing noted that. Uh, let's see what else we got. Uh, you got anything? You got anything? You want to touch anything on this list here?
Specifically?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, since we're talking about, I mean, this is kind of political, right?
Nigga, I don't know.
I don't know. Niggas walking around with guns having Nerf wars. It sounds political to me, yo. I don't know. Let's talk about DeSantis and Disney. Because I'm in.
All right. I mean, I guess we could start with DeSantis in general and then get to his fight with Disney. But for those who don't know, DeSantis is what, the governor of Florida, right?
Yes.
And he's an all around shitbag, pretty terrible human.
Yeah,
But
and grade A, yeah.
what I didn't know, and I found out maybe 2 weeks ago.
He mean like an IG thotty pics?
No.
Ah, that's what I
I
was
did
hoping you
not
was gonna say.
know Ron DeSantis was at Guantanamo Bay.
As a guard?
Yeah. Hold on. He was
Oh my god.
let's see. Come on, let's keep going. Oh, okay. I don't really care about this. But anyway, so basically, no, there was a detainee at Guantanamo Bay that says he was a U.S. Navy JAG officer. I don't know what JAG stands for, and I'm not going to look it up. But
Uh, that was a show. I think those are lawyers.
yeah. And so basically, they were saying that there was a hunger strike by dozens of detainees protesting their treatment. And so the Guantanamo, or Gitmo, I guess is what they call these niggas. I
Chill.
don't know where that came from, but basically, long story short, they force fed them via a feeding tube, essentially. And DeSantis, who was a Navy lawyer at the time, basically told Guantanamo detainees he was there to make sure they were treated humanely. He watched an amusement on more than one occasion as he was strapped.
Watched in amusement. This nigga's a sicko.
Yeah, and he was strapped to a feeding chair while cans of Ensure were poured into him as he screamed.
So they torturing niggas. Okay.
Yeah. And then let's see, during his 13-year internment there, Jesus Christ, without charges, by the way, he repeatedly witnessed DeSantis and quote defeating people, which and
DeSantis defeating people.
entering cell blocks where forced feedings are taking place. I wasn't directly watching, but we see him entering the blocks beside us. They're all aligned, so we could see him entering those blocks where they are.
So wait,
He
if this nigga he's a lawyer, why was this nigga was so deranged that he wanted, hey yo, let me get some of that torture real quick.
Yeah. Basically, people have often just said like, yeah, he was just really a nobody. Like, he was basically, you know what I mean? Like, Navy commanders, colonels, and even one time a general had gone to these forced feedings. So he was just a small man, quote, who was following his masters. That's what one of the dudes said.
Hey, that's funny. Small man followers, Nancy.
Yeah, he said staff at the camp at Guantanamo didn't use their real names, but he recognized them through a picture.
Why
Uh,
do why do all these people? I know the article brought this. This is just my curiosity of why all these people needed to be there.
well, in Guantanamo Bay in 2005, in 2006.
No, no, not why the supposed captives are being there. I know why they're being there because of the war on terror. Why were why is Jag there? Why are all these Navy people being there? Are they
Well, the JAG officers were quote in charge of making sure everything is legal, uh, via the
so the
American
force
rules, and
feeding
that
and
there is no
torture was legal?
violation of the human rights. But they never write anything against the bad practices that were conducted. Their job is to watch them write what happened and try to defend it or outright cover up anything bad. That's coming from the person who was there. But I mean, let's be real here. Like we understand well enough that's how the military works.
Oh yeah,
Like I believe this thing wholeheartedly.
oh yeah, 1,000% I believe this nigga.
Like
Hope he don't
wholeheartedly.
go missing.
So that's just a little background around DeSantis, and so just so we're aware.
A sick Negro.
Yeah, so when I say the things I say moving forward, you can see why I think he's not worthy of his own life. But um, what else? What
Talk to
else?
these niggas.
So a federal judge recently, this was recently as in literally today, a federal judge blocked Florida's Stop Woke Act, which is basically the CRT ban, the critical race theory,
I mean,
which
we knew that was gonna happen.
for those
First off, nigga,
yeah, for those who are keeping score, they don't even teach these in public education institutes from kindergarten through high school. It's
I was
only a
gonna say this
college
has
or a law thing.
all been a fucking publicity stunt because they have this whole anti woke movement and critical race theory got thrown into the mix. They don't teach this in schools. This is a college course for niggas going to law school.
Hmm. Yeah. Meanwhile,
So,
the judge that banned it, he had some strong words. If only I could find them. Nigga referenced Stranger Things. That's how you know he was sick.
oh, you.
He said he described Florida's legislation as something turned into uh in a First Amendment upside down. Right?
Oh,
He said
oh,
this
cook
court.
him.
He said this court is once again asked to pull Florida back from the upside down. Uh,
Oh, he's spitting.
then he said before this court is a motion for a preliminary injunction asking this court da da da. Block owners, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so he blocked that shit again, and it still hasn't taken effect. Uh, and yeah, pretty much.
Only way he could have been spitting more is if he made a Fahrenheit 451 reference.
Showing what he could have been spitting more and say, if I see him in my court next time, I'm booming him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
But anyway, so now that we've given the proper background on that,
Mr. the shitbag.
yeah, let's now get into the Disneyland shit that he's been pissing Disney off. He's been getting upset.
Why does he dislike Disney so much exactly?
You know why? You know exactly why. Because in his mind, Disney represents the woke people, and then on top of that, think about it. Disney's a company that's been running pretty much their own operation,
Well,
and
that's what I was gonna say. I don't even know how you can say Disney is woke because Disney for
oh,
the longest time hated gay people and refused
oh,
to put them in.
do you understand that none of this shit is consistent? There is no consistency in these ideals.
Oh,
It's not a real set of beliefs and values and standards that like I hold everyone to. It's all arbitrary. It's just based on who I got beef with.
but yeah, okay. I was about to say, my thing, what I think he didn't like them for wasn't because they were woke, but because he thinks Disney can move in his. He's on a power trip. He's the governor, so he thinks Florida is his state, and he thinks Disney is moving how they want to move and not by
Oh,
he
yeah.
moves
And he's
because they
right
are.
because they
they
are.
they are.
And he's genuinely trying to turn Florida into a fiefdom, nigga, into its own separate kingdom. So it's like, yeah, well, good luck trying to do that with the Disney kingdom right there, doof. Like, and so what it says though is it was last year. So Disney said, or DeSantis said, Disney quote crossed the line when they opposed the Don't Say Gay bill that Florida tried to.
Ah, okay. That's when this all started. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So basically, at the heart of the bill that he just recently passed was an appointment of a 5-person state board to oversee municipal services such as fire protection and road maintenance, where Disney World is, right?
Hmm.
So the newly appointed board will have the ability to raise revenue, to fund services, and pay off Disney's debt. And so DeSantis' previous pledge to strip Disney of its special tax status sparked fears that local taxpayers would be left on the hook, which will cause a significant spike in local tax rates. DeSantis set this up, saying that Disney would still be responsible for debts and local governments wouldn't raise taxes. Which, again, don't believe anything this nigga says. He's a torturer, a liar, and a general piece of shit. Like you can never believe anything this guy say, right?
Right.
But that 5-person board, right, that he said is it include people who quote very much want to see Disney be what Walt envisioned. Hold on, hold on.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
no, watch this.
mean,
Let me tell you the members. I'll tell you the members. These is who Walt wanted. The members include Martin Garcia, whose private investment firm regularly donates to Republican candidates, Michael Sasso, a local elections lawyer, and Bridget Ziegler, a conservative school board member and wife of the Florida Republican Party chairman. This is what I'm
ah,
like. It's like it's brazen. That's what I mean when I say that there's
yeah,
no standards and there's no like. It's not about anything, dog. It's about, oh, you oppose me now. I'm on your head.
literally, yeah.
So let's see. Disney taxed itself roughly 53 million each year. Which was great influence in the state. Disney donated to the state
Wait.
in 2020.
Disney taxes itself.
Yeah, bro.
Government no tax, so Disney just. Hey,
Yeah,
man, this is what y'all getting this year.
I don't think you get it, bro. They have a self-governing zone.
Oh, I know. But that's still crazy. Just
Yeah,
damn.
I tax myself and say this is what you deserve. I think.
A $1 billion company is giving up 53 million a year, huh?
So literally in 2020, Disney donated to DeSantis. This is the part that's hilarious, right?
Ah,
In 2020, they donated to him. In 2021, DeSantis' staff worked with Disney to give it an exemption from a law that was designed to crack down on big tech. But the relationship started to sour the same year after Disney took a stricter stance on COVID-19,
mm,
mandating its
mm.
workers show proof of vaccination, and the theme park guests continue to wear face coverings. And at the same time, they had increasingly drawn criticism from conservatives for making changes to its parks and films. They closed Splash Mountain after a petition accusing it of stereotypical racist tropes. Wait, what tropes were in Splash Mountain first?
Oh, you haven't seen Splash Mountain? Google it right. Just Google Splash Mountain racism, and just don't even look at articles. Just go to images.
Splash Mountain racism. Let's see. In the images. Okay, not see nothing there. Wait a minute, what is that? Huh. Okay. That looks a little interesting. What else? I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm not seeing nothing wild right now.
Well, let me see if I can find. Oh,
They have the Song of the South theme, which I remember they don't even play that movie anymore. So the fact that that's their theme is kind of nuts to me.
the I think the Song of the South was the whole thing.
Oh, Splash Mountain is based entirely around Song of the South. Is that how
Yeah,
that works? Oh well,
yeah.
yeah. In that case, yeah, they were gonna have to change that. They literally haven't shown that movie like in
If
forever.
the animals themselves in Song of the South,
Catch
they've
that.
made them look better over time, so they're less racist. But think about how racist the Disney animals used to look.
Yeah, no, they look wild.
Think about them black ass crows.
Hmm. They reimagined it as Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
I feel like that's even more racist. The only black Disney princess, and y'all turned the racist Splash Mountain into Bayou Adventure, y'all.
Oh yeah, I mean the film is nuts, but the film would not be on Disney Plus. It's not appropriate in today's world, and then so they da da da. Okay, anyway, let's get back to where we were. The Splash Mountain shit. So then of course those two pissed him off, but he said, man, look, I don't really care about that. But then once the Disney CEO said he support the repeal of Florida's Parental Rights and Education Act, old boy said, nah. A month later, he introduced legislation trying to revoke Disney's special tax status. So
That failed. That made him more mad.
these boys is getting at it.
I would
Uh,
like to see a war between Disney and Ron DeSantis, and I want Disney to win, even though I don't like Disney.
I don't either, but I don't see Ron DeSantis winning this.
No, he can't win this. No, absolutely not.
Oh, there's more board members. Brian August Jr., an attorney and son of a former two-term Republican mayor of Clearwater, which is where the Scientologists are. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Mm, mm. And Ron Perry, head of the Gathering USA ministry. I'm sure that's a nice little
the
ministry.
Gathering USA. That sounds like a super church. Like,
Oh, let me
what's
look
his
at
name in Dallas?
it. It's a ministry of
Evangelion.
evangelism and mobilizing Christian men to. Okay, I know what y'all do. I know exactly what y'all
Is
do.
that a anti-gay camp?
I'm sure, but not a camp like that. But I know like they're quote unquote Christian men, and these are da da da. Yeah, I bet. I bet. You can't fool a real nigga.
This is off topic, and I don't want you to forget what we're talking about now because I do want to come back to this. But saying anti-gay camp just made me think about how Ja went to counseling,
Mm-hmm.
and they were saying that he was expected to be out for an undetermined amount of time, and then he came back after the weekend, supposedly recovered, and it just
Well,
made me think he went to a Pray the Hood Away camp.
I'm.
Because like at
Not
the first
pray
point,
the hood away, kid.
what was he going to camp for? Acting like a gangster? Like
No, no, no. The camp is probably something that is somewhat related to all this, like tangentially, like maybe you have a drinking problem, and that's contributing to all of this.
yeah, yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense to me because all he did was, act hard. He showing doing finger guns, jumping niggas at finish line, showing a
Jumping niggas at
gun,
finish line is too funny, son.
showing a gun on IG. Like
He did an
what
interview
camp?
where he
Oh
said that
yeah, I
wasn't
saw.
even his banger. So I was like, dog,
I I
that's
think we all
worse.
knew it wasn't
That's
his.
worse. Don't tell us that. Well, I mean, tell us that, I guess, because legally speaking, yeah, you don't want
Yeah,
to take that off you. But like that then makes this worse because you were in the club getting danced on with no shirt on. You said, "Yeah, let me hold your shit real quick." Like,
I'm gonna do a little cheeky IG live.
hanging it from his finger. Look at my
I
bangers.
gotta let niggas know what I'm on.
I
Hey, you
got
see this shit hard, right? All right, post it.
look. I
Post
know
it.
y'all see the cricket. Nah, I mean, got the cricket on me, nigga.
The cricket,
I keep
not
that
the
cricket on me,
cricket.
nigga. Like, what y'all talking about? I got
I
the
hope
ink.
he, I hope he legitimately got the help that he needed. I feel like he didn't though. I feel like he's just gonna not act like that anymore. But I don't think he's actually changed. I mean, honestly,
Yeah. I don't know. I
because
have no.
like I wouldn't give a shit. But like I keep saying, the fact that his mother called him to finish line to fight a nigga that she got into an argument with, he's not getting no help from his camp. This is just what's going on. But yeah, back to the shitbag and Disney.
But yeah, so that little 5-man board that they put in place is pretty much hinted that they're gonna, make it keep going. They're gonna eventually try to prohibit COVID-19 restrictions at Disney World, and they're gonna recommend the elimination of 2 cities created after the Florida legislature in 19. Dang, they eliminating cities now? Like they just wiping y'all off the map, huh?
I was gonna say they nuking them or they got some fat mans we don't know about.
Man. I'm screaming. Nigga said, one of the guys on the board's new chair said, "You didn't elect us, but the people of Florida elected a governor who appointed us. I see there will be much broader representation." Like, this is what I mean when I say, like, y'all niggas will literally say the words out loud. Like, y'all would just straight up say the words out loud. Apparently, they're gonna do a new logo or something and all this other shit. Um, I'll tell you what, though. Yeah, if I'm Disney, bro, I'll spend everything I got, bro. Man, look, I can't. I won't say it on the pod, but I would just do certain things that billion-dollar corporations can do to people.
Hire a nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, literally. I will. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what this position is, but it's
Yeah.
a new position in the
Exactly.
company.
Not gonna say what this position is. Gotta keep that under wraps.
It's
But
a valued asset in the company. He couldn't survive without him in today's day and age.
he's surely an asset ad, like a value ad.
He not getting paid a salary. He getting a one-time payment for a large lump sum.
Yeah, we pay him in quarters. That's all,
Yeah.
or really halves. He just get paid twice a year. What else we got? What else? What's on this actual agenda? We got Cop City, which we ain't really talked about. We got that bank failure.
Cop City, man.
What we want to get?
Somebody else need to.
I mean, we could get into Cop City. I
I
want to
mean,
skip.
we talking about Disney City.
Yeah, so we might from Disney City to Cop City. We might as well get into this because this has been a very interesting. What's funny? What has been most interesting about the Cop City thing is the fact that look around you. I haven't seen a fucking mention of this anywhere.
I was literally gonna say every news outlet imaginable is dead quiet about it
Dead
for a
silent.
reason, obviously.
Dead silent, right? So I guess we'll start from the top. We'll start with the whole point of what this thing. So they're planning to
The
build
whole quote unquote point, finger quotes.
right of Cop City, right? So basically, Cop City is a proposed training facility in Atlanta, basically in the forest in Atlanta, right? And so the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center is set to be built on a piece of land that used to be a prison farm. Oh, that's not shocking. That's not shocking at all. That plot of land is owned by the city, meaning residents who live around the site don't have voting powers for the
Crazy. Insanity.
yeah. So those back in the facility, the previous facilities or something, I don't care. I said, but okay, so here's the pushback, right? The whole point of this is that they're trying to make this a hub, right? Like, I want cops from anywhere in this region to come to our training center, so that way I want to be able to get the money that comes from that and the funding that comes from that, all of that shit, right? It's just another power play where it's like, look, I'm gonna take community dollars, spend it on a building for police, and then we're gonna make money off it, and none of that money goes back to the community. Love that. Um, so obviously they caught a lot of backlash for this. One, considering there was pretty much no public input on this. Conservationists obviously were upset because nigga, you gonna cut out a forest to build a facility to
Does
train
the does
to
the
train.
article say how many acres it is? They're gonna cut down hundreds, maybe thousands of
Yeah, I
trees for
think it
this
will.
shit.
I think it will. It is 85 acre.
For those that don't know how fucking big an acre is, yo, that is
$90 million is what it's worth. The plot of land.
in fucking sorry, Lynn fucking sanity, yo.
Insanity. Um, so that was that whole thing, right? And then of course, activists were just saying, well, flat out, like, why would I want y'all training cops all over so they can go back out to where they came from and brutalize the hell out of people?
It sounds
Um,
like y'all are preparing cops for war, not for their whole thing was
I
they
mean,
were
that's what they've
saying
been
they wanted to train cops better to engage with the public. So y'all do that by having a military style boot camp for cops in the middle of the forest with no civilians around to interact with.
no, better yet, better yet. You want to show that you are so much better when interacting with civilians by let me check my notes real quick, by debirthing a protester and arresting 23 people and charging them with domestic terrorism.
Oh yeah.
Am I getting that right?
And the domestic terrorism that they speak of is niggas protesting with
Just
mud on
protesting,
their shoes.
literally. Oh, that was how that charge. I didn't read into like what they
Oh
used
yeah.
to
It
justify.
was it gets bad, Skip.
Um. Okay, but anyway, so obviously, with the debirthing, there was a man. Not man. This person was non-binary, I believe. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, Tehran identified as non-binary. Cool, gotcha. What's their name? Manuel Esteban Paez Tehran. Damn, that's a lot of them names. Was killed in January, showed exit wounds in both palms, which further reveals that Manuel was most probably in a seated position, cross-legged when killed.
Exit wounds in both palms, yo. We gotta hire a Disney employee.
Now, right, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation said officers hit him after the activist seriously wounded a state trooper. Now, hold on.
How
Uh,
he seriously yeah, come on,
mhm.
man.
Let's see. The attorneys for the family said that they plan to release the private autopsy Monday at a news conference. They claim that GBI has not been transparent.
Of course not.
Let's see. According to them, this person opened fire on law enforcement from inside a tent after failing to comply with verbal commands. A handgun, da da da. There's no body cam footage because, of course, there isn't.
Never is.
Incorrectly said the agency connected. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Da, da, da. I want to know about these charges. These 23 people arrested last weekend after violent protests at the site were charged with domestic terrorism, and all but one were denied bond. Let me look into that. Domestic terrorism, Atlanta. I don't know. Maybe that'll do it. Yeah, sure. Let's see. 23 people charged. Yeah, no. Come on, get to it. A group of violent agitators used to cover a peaceful protest.
Violent agitators. Come on now.
They entered a construction area and began to throw large rocks, bricks, Molotovs, and fireworks. I'm like, look, man, y'all do whatever it takes to not have that shit come up again. I ain't gonna hold you. Damn, there was somebody there born in 2004. Oh my god.
Holy shit, that's a real one.
Mm-hmm.
Question: If niggas were throwing Molotovs, how nobody dead yet?
I have no
yeah, so other than protesters, because I'm throwing a Molotov, I'm not just setting random shit on fire. I'm throwing that at a nigga.
Not to mention, it's like, would this be considered domestic terrorism anywhere else? Like if I was just throwing rocks, bricks, and shit in a city, would that be considered domestic terrorism? I feel like it
might be, yeah. I mean, look what's going on in the Middle East when they were protesting a couple months ago, and they were straight up.
Yeah, see, that's the Middle East. Like, not to be rude, but
well, no, I was about to say we're not no better than them, so
we pretend to be at least. Like,
yeah, exactly. We pretend to be, yeah, exactly.
The pretending does make a difference. Like
the pretending makes a difference. Not protesters getting shot through both palms like Stigmata. This nigga is the new Jesus.
Listen. I'm not about to downplay this person's passing, but what I'm saying is the difference between one protester and all of y'all is it's a significant difference. Like,
yeah. One nigga is sadly passing, and every single protester that the police managed to catch. Yeah, that's a big difference.
None of y'all got back out. They got the pictures of these people. They took the little mug shots of them and all that. They are almost exclusively white.
Oh yeah. We got a lot of white allies out there, despite what the media will try to.
They did him bad. Amin, they said, "Oh nah, you look a little."
Amin, they looked at the name and said, "I don't know, I might have to do you a little bit worse than Candace over there."
Oh, bro, is there a Candace here? There probably is. That's the funniest part.
I just made up the name.
No, there's no Candace here. But yeah, they got the people. Free to 23, man. Free the boys. And that's boys is gender neutral in this case.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we know.
But yeah, so that's a little bit of Cop City. So keep your eyes out for that, because boy, have I not heard a fucking word on television anywhere. Not CNN. Not granted, I'm sure that they might have covered it for 30 minutes, but people fail to realize, like, when you have 24-hour news coverage and the best you can give to something where one person is killed and 23 people are charged with domestic terrorism, like, if you can only give that 15 minutes once in a month, like, you're trying to hide this story. You're burying this story. Like, it's you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, dog, because let's be real here. If this was 26, say, right wingers charged with domestic terrorism for any reason, we're getting that story.
Oh yeah,
we're 1,000,000% getting that story. But they fighting against the powers that be, right? Yeah, I'm gonna bury that one.
They fighting against a cop city? No, we like cops. I'm not showing that story. What the fuck are y'all doing? No.
Yeah, this place would be not too far from the airport where Atlanta is. It's in the South River Forest Conservation Area. I don't know where that is, but for those who are from Atlanta, Ronald McNair Senior High School, it's right there. Gresham Park, Boulder Crest Road.
I know Gresham Park. I know Boulder Crest Road.
Starlight Heights, Boulder Walk, Metro Regional Youth Detention Center. It's like neighboring the detention center. So I guess
of course, you have a cop city next to it.
Oh yeah. So that way they get all their training off, and then they go straight into the. You know what? Let me just.
Yeah.
Let me. But
Gotta
yeah,
start
man, look,
out.
y'all
Yeah.
keep it going, man. Don't let these niggas get shit off, bro. Every night I want y'all in there. Yeah, y'all just send me the bail money.
Yeah, y'all start posting on GoFundMe's, yo. I got a couple hundred to free niggas, yo.
Hmm. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, we got the bank. I don't really know if I give a damn. Bill to declassify COVID-19's origins, clears the House and heads to Biden. The only reason I thought this was somewhat interesting is because I think this unanimously passed the House.
Interesting.
Like 419-0.
God damn.
Like meaning every single Democrat said, yeah, you know what? I'd like to know as well. Let me know. So basically, it's just requiring the director of national intelligence to declassify information regarding the origins of COVID-19. Now, granted, I even in the thing that they said, the bill allows officials to redact information to protect sources and methods. So it's like anything y'all want to hide, y'all can still hide, but it's just like, I don't know. Yo. It said 8 government agencies are investigating the source and they remain divided. None of them is certain. 4 lean towards natural causes. 2 haven't taken a position. And that's funny because 4 and 2 are 6, and you said there were 8 investigating. 4 lean toward natural. 2 haven't taken position. What do the other 2 niggas think?
They know. They don't think anything. They know.
Yeah, they just like, hey, look, bro, I can't get into it for real, but I'm like, what that mean? Do we? I don't know. I don't really want to get into this bank bailout, but
Yeah, I don't really give a shit. The bank's always getting bailed out. There's
same as
nothing
always.
there.
A bank where
Yeah.
94% of this bank's, the people who gave to it, 94% of them were over the $250,000 limit from the FDIC. So as you can imagine, they weren't going to get their money if this bank failed. So you already know a bailout had to come.
Oh yeah.
Uh, let's see.
Just once, I want niggas to not get their money back and fail. Just once.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, there's a triple homicide in Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, niggas are
It
crazy.
was the monkey.
Nah, oh, if I sent you the picture, you wouldn't like what you just said.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's keep.
How was I supposed to know?
So I'm gonna just keep slide. That's all I'm gonna do.
This
Let's
was
see.
not racially motivated. I promise.
More than 2 tons of missing uranium found in Libya after sparking nuclear fuel.
Yo, I told you before we started not to mention that.
You think like somebody was really gonna take them? They was like, yo, put them shits back. I'm gonna come get you.
No, I know where it is, but
Nigga said, look, just, I know you on your way home, so I'm not gonna ask you to come all the way back. Just drop it in Syria. We'll go pick it up. Just drop it there, and it will be all good. All right.
Yo, movies and TV make being a mercenary seem so fun.
It is fun. I mean, if you have no,
No conscience or you're
yeah,
a
yeah,
sociopath.
if you don't really care about human rights, yeah. Uh, Not El Salvador transfers 2,000 more inmates to their mega prison.
Oh, mega prison? Like
Mega prison, though.
how mega we talking?
In the new Center for the Confinement of Terrorism. Oh, okay. I see why you call it a mega prison.
The center.
For the confinement of terrorism. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe do you think it's
How
easier
much?
for them to... Nah, forget it.
How many terrorists do they have in El Salvador?
Prison is considered to be the largest in the Americas. It's quote impossible to escape. Oh yeah, I'm looking at these pictures. I can see why.
Impossible to escape. Let's go.
This prison is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, they declared the alleged gang members would never be back on the streets, even though about 57,000 of those detained are still waiting for formal charges or a trial. Oh, okay, over 60,000.
Oh,
Oh,
so this is
okay.
their Gitmo.
Yeah, this is what was that dude in the Philippines who's doing the same shit?
Yeah. I know the president. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Duarte or whatever his name was. Yeah, it's the whole you're a gang member, so I'm just going to hold you in prison forever.
Yeah, gang members and drug dealers gone out of my country.
Oh, right? Nah.
fuck we need rice for? Remember when Trump was talking about trying to do the same thing?
Yeah, yeah. And immediately after that, I just stopped saying. I stopped singing that Sue Woo song by YG immediately. That shit will come on. I'm arms folded. I'm quiet.
You thought he was listening? He thought he was gonna come abduct you in the night in a van?
He said, "I'm like." As 21 said Slaughter Gang, and I said I didn't feel that at all.
No,
Actually,
it's not a knife.
Slaughter what?
I don't
Slaughter,
even know what slaughter mean.
yeah, Pratt Slaughter. Support Gang, support family, maybe.
Support Trump. Build that wall, as a matter of fact.
Support Trump. Oh man. So let's see what else we got. What else we got? What else we got?
Oh, I got a random conspiracy theory.
Talk to him. I mean, talk to me.
You know all these cute little funny AI videos of the presidents going back and forth playing video games and roasting each other?
Mm-hmm.
I have a conspiracy theory that
Okay.
the government is making these in order to not necessarily make people look more favorably on the presidents, because I don't think there's anything that'll make people look favorably on them, but to lessen people's animosity, because they try to make these niggas
I can see
in
that.
these videos seem more likable, funny, charismatic, dare I say adorable than they actually are. And I think it's a ploy to not hate these niggas for who they are. Because if you watch these videos, these niggas seem like cool ass people just roasting each other in these videos. And I don't like it because it's the presidents.
He said, I know what you really are.
I know what you really know. I don't like, listen, Biden, I don't want you to, whenever, like in one of these videos, whenever Donald calls fucking Biden Sleepy Joe, the AI makes Biden sound sad. Be like, come on, man. I'm not even sleepy right now. Like, bro, I know what y'all doing.
Mm-hmm.
If I come up missing, y'all know I was right. And just so y'all think I'm right, I'm not gonna be on the pod next week.
And they were moving him, yo. Crazy. Crazy if true.
It's the Adjustment Bureau.
What else? What else? What else we got? What else we got? I don't think I got nothing. I can just scroll through the news, but shit, if we ain't got nothing else,
You know, I did have one thing, the random thing, just, and this is exactly what I wrote. Dragon Ball kind of crazy when you think about it. In parentheses, Kami specifically. Now, I know you have no idea what that means. Um,
yeah,
I
no.
was watching, Dragon Ball Superheroes last week, the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and it got me thinking about, in the Dragon Ball universe, you know Kami, right?
Uh, I'd have to see a picture for real, for real. Hold on, I'm looking them up now.
Well,
Yeah,
Kami
yeah.
Kami
Right.
was the nigga on the watchtower, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, old Piccolo nigga or old Namekian. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah. He's basically God, right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
he's
Yeah.
basically God. And keep that same thought.
Hmm.
Bunch of shit happened in Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, Piccolo is like, there's a new threat. This nigga's super strong. I need to fuse with you so I become stronger so that I can put up a fight. And then Piccolo fuses with God and they become one being.
Mm-hmm.
And then Piccolo goes off and does his own thing. So God's not there anymore. God's not there anymore. But you know, the people down below don't know that. Dende comes in and they make Dende the new Kami. So for all the niggas on Earth, they don't even know these magical aliens from another planet are just coming to Earth making Dragon Balls, which most of the planet don't even know about the Dragon Balls. There's only like so many people that know about this magical wish granting dragon. But I just think the idea that there could be God, that nigga just leave and then another nigga just come in and fill in, and nobody even knows about it. It's just business as usual.
The funniest thing though is I'm reading a thing about it, and it's basically saying that like there was a part where even Guru explicitly stated that if Kami and Piccolo fused during the Saiyan saga, the Saiyans wouldn't have stood a chance.
Oh yeah, no, hell
So
no.
I'm like, so couldn't y'all have fused during the Frieza
Piccolo
saga too? You know, when they were destroying y'all whole fucking planet? Maybe? No? Because
Piccolo
if
did
you
fuse, but he still didn't stand a chance. He just if Piccolo and Kami fused, then they would have been strong enough to stop Vegeta in the Saiyan saga. But
right, but
Frieza was so much
Piccolo
stronger.
but think about it. Piccolo freezes with Kami during the Cell saga.
Yeah.
And Cell would have washed Frieza. They all would have.
No, but what I'm saying is Kami fused with Piccolo because it was a threat to Earth because Cell was gonna blow up the entire planet.
Right,
When
right,
they
right.
went to Namek, the Earth wasn't in danger.
Wow.
So Kami, because think about it, that's the god of that world.
Yeah, but that's
So
your
he not, but that's your home planet, right? So you would think you would want it straight, right?
I would think so.
But maybe Kami thought that the Namekians couldn't handle it because if Kami can handle Earth, you got a whole planet full of Kamis, and even on the planet there was the Elder Namekian that unlocked Gohan's inner strength and made him stronger. And he actually put up a fight against Frieza. So there was strong niggas there. So Kami did he probably thought, nah, I don't need to worry about it. And then even when they went there, Piccolo did fuse. He fused with a Namekian named Nell.
Yeah, I remember that. But what I'm saying is, if Kami is literally
Is
God,
that strong, yeah.
yeah, like
But my whole point is he's not God of everything. They call him God, but is he God of the Namekians too? My whole point was he's like the god of Earth, and he has this godly power, but he's not like the god of all Namekians because Dende came from Namek, a blown up planet, and just took over as god after after Kami fused with Piccolo. So I mean, in hindsight, do we even know if Kami is that strong?
I
We
mean,
just
well, yeah, Kami fought Garlic Jr. So I mean, I imagine he's not insanely strong, but at the same time, it's like I do think because
he
they
could have
fused
did
in the
something.
Cell Saga, so they could have done something. They had to have been able to do something.
Yeah, but think about how much stronger Piccolo got after the Frieza saga. I don't know how many times the nigga Piccolo went to the hyperbolic time chamber. But he was whipping the dog shit out of Cell. Wait, no, that
Yeah,
was after he fused with Kami.
yeah,
Never
that's
mind.
what I'm
That was
saying. Yeah. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. So like that's the part that's confusing me because I'm literally reading the thing, right? And it's like after Frieza's death, he was no longer needed for training or wisdom. Because of this, and out of concern for a then unknown threat, he decides to fuse with so you would fuse for an unknown threat, but not the literal actual
but
one
not the
right in
actual
front of you,
nigga.
which will do then because my thing is even if you didn't care about Namek, Frieza was fighting the niggas who were helping protect Earth. So if he
That's
killed
true.
all of them,
That's facts.
nigga, you still would have been cooked. So it like that's why I'm like it just didn't make any damn sense, no matter how you slice it. Like, why was you sitting there waiting?
He got the Dragon Balls. He could have just wished Frieza away.
And yeah, and he had Namek Strike. He could make Dragon Balls. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? So I don't know. I have no clue. Niggas just be doing things.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a story. You can't just become the strongest nigga of all time and just vanquish all enemies.
See,
There's
that's
got to
the
be
problem.
some fight in the plot.
The problem, y'all niggas keep doing that bullshit, man. Not me, nigga. What? I'm overpowering everything. I'm an over level. I'm coming to the fight with Cell, and I'm Super Saiyan 4 fusion.
That's Jiren. That nigga Jiren showed up to the tournament of power stronger than any nigga in existence.
Yeah, yeah, that's me. I'm not playing with you niggas. Why would
And
I
he
show up?
still lost.
Yeah, I mean, well, nigga had to do Ultra Instinct. He had to find plot armor. Like,
He had to do more. He had to do Ultra Instinct like 4 times,
yeah, the
and
main
then he had to team up with 17 and Frieza.
yeah, the main character power up. You know how that shit go.
Mm. Even more than even more interesting about the Dragon Ball universe, Kami or Dende, they're the gods of Earth. think about the Kais. There's Kais for each galaxy. Like there's a South Kai, East Kai, West Kai. There's Grand Kais, there's Elder Kais. How
Mm.
many gods are there? How many niggas? This is what got me thinking. Like, think about like different mythologies and pantheons, and like there's Zeus, god of lightning. There's niggas that are god of wind, god of the sun, god of So it's just interesting to think about like, what if there's not one singular god over everything, but there's gods of districts, because the universe is huge. So, like, there's gods of galaxies, solar systems, and they have like a ranking hierarchy. Like, it's just interesting to think about stuff like that.
Crazy thing is, I'm even reading something that says like Master Roshi probably could have killed the Saiyans himself.
In
Because
the Saiyan saga,
Mhm.
there's no Master Roshi stronger than Goku doing Kaioken in the Saiyan saga.
Well, think
Really?
about it. Roshi is in Wild, Strong, and Super. He was training the entire time, and even Toriyama
Oh
said
yeah.
again in an interview that Roshi was strong enough to take on Nappa. Right, so he's basically saying like it's possible that what Goku did to Gohan is what Master Roshi was doing to them niggas. You know what I mean? Where he was just like, all
Ooh,
right,
he
well, look.
just nigga. I'm old, man. I'm sick of this shit. Y'all fight. I can fight them niggas, but I'm 173, bro. I'm not gonna keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
This is on y'all.
So yeah, I don't know,
Damn,
but
this. I didn't know Roshi was that strong. Like, I knew that he was strong and he trained Goku and Krillin, and I know that he came out of retirement in the Tournament of Power, but I didn't think that he would have put up a fight in the Saiyan Saga like that. Dang.
huh, all right,
Wow.
yeah, well, yeah. Look at that. Look what we did.
Learn something new every day.
That you do. That you do. What else we got? What else we got?
I think that was it for the agenda.
Yeah, I think it is. What was I gonna say? Oh, apparently AI can create hands now. So, good luck.
The hell does that mean?
Like, you remember when they kept doing the AI pictures, but the hands would turn out screwed up every single time?
They can
Yeah,
actually make 5 fingered.
yeah, they got that. They figured that out now.
Oh yeah, every picture you see online now is fake.
Uh-huh.
Don't believe nothing.
Uh-huh.
It's
Um,
funny. I saw a creepypasta um that I read on Reddit. Somebody made about their friend sent this person a video of a riot where like somebody threw a Molotov and set a cop on fire and burned him alive, and it looked super realistic. And the dude was like, "Okay, why are you sending me this? What is this?" And the friend was like, "Look at the nigga that threw the Molotov," and it was his face. And apparently, somebody took random pictures of niggas off the internet at
oh
random using an
yeah.
algorithm and made an AI video of a protest where a cop got burned alive with a Molotov, and his face was the nigga that threw the Molotov.
That's
That's
funny,
scary
bro.
to think about.
Yeah, that's funny, but like not ha funny, but like I just gotta laugh to keep from crying.
Like, like Black Mirror funny.
I gotta laugh to keep from crying. Oh, I can't believe I forgot all this. There was a lot of NFL movement. I guess we can probably finish that and move on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did they figure out what's going on with Aaron Rodgers?
They did that. They did.
Where he
He
going?
went to a new team. Hold on, let me pull all that up. NFL. I don't know. I don't even know what I should put. Oh,
I
can't
don't
put.
either, because this ain't trade deadlines. It's just shit just happening.
Okay. Let me look. Let me look. Read the terms. I don't really care about that. Resigned. Resigned. Paris Campbell went to the Giants. No one really cares. Not to be rude, but like we don't.
I care.
Chase
Not really.
Edmonds went to the Bucks. It was the
That
Panthers.
nigga Chase Edmonds has been getting passed around for the last 3 seasons.
Panthers made a
He
lot
was
of.
on Arizona, then the Dolphins.
Oh,
Well,
this
no,
is.
what about the Panthers?
Oh, it's not gonna show the trades. Okay, I need something else. I need something else. Let's try that. Football player trades and signings. Thank you. Like, why would you do all this other shit that I don't care about? So Arizona did a whole bunch of stuff where they well, no, they didn't really do anything. Signed a couple dudes back. Da da da. We don't care. Jesse Bates the third was a safety. Went to Atlanta. This got to be another fucking way to look at this. This is terrible too. This is awful. Trades and signings. No.
Calvin Ridley is back next year, right? Next season.
Okay, thank you. This is Jesus Christ. This is slightly better. Thank God. Okay. So, yeah. So these niggas didn't do much. Cardinals. Taylor Heineke went to Atlanta. 2-year deal worth up to 20 million.
Interesting.
Let's see. The Panthers signed Andy Dalton, 2-year, $11 million deal. And on top of that, they traded. This is pissing me off. There's more shit that happened, and this is just not gonna fucking show me anything.
So, who is the starting quarterback for the Washington football team since Tyler Heineke got traded?
I don't know. Whoever's back there,
Carson Wentz?
he got like, oh nigga.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, I'm just trying to do the big ones I remember. The Giants got Darren Waller from the Raiders.
Ooh.
Let's see. So they got Sam Darnold went to the 49ers. Backup.
Yeah.
Garoppolo went to the Raiders. Rashad Penny went to the Eagles. I think that was a good deal.
Oh yeah, that's a, wait, good deal. So who did Eagles get?
The Eagles got Rashad Penny. Like they signed him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Rashad Penny, yeah, okay.
Alan Lazard went to the Jets, and of course, I think you know what else happened. Aaron Rodgers then also went to the Jets.
That's his guy. That's why. Yeah, that's his guy. He gonna follow the nigga to the end of the world, yo. Nah.
What else?
The Jets with fucking Aaron Rodgers is hilarious. What the fuck is going on?
Austin Eckler has been granted permission to explore trade options.
Is he gonna want to trade? Does he like have any?
Yeah,
how do you feel about the Chargers?
Basically, they were trying to get. He wants a deal bad, and they just weren't. Like they weren't moving quick enough or whatever. So he's like, all right, well, let me get out of here then.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's being released. The Colts are trading Stephon Gilmore to the Cowboys for a 5th rounder. I think that's a steal for the Cowboys, though.
Yeah, it literally is.
Texans signed Shaq Mason and another D lineman. I can't remember right now. The Lions signed David Montgomery. Jamal Williams went to the Saints.
Okay.
That was good for the Saints.
I was going to say, that's good for Jamal Williams, too. He actually has a chance to maybe win a little bit more.
Yeah. That's about all. But, yeah, his role's not going to get any bigger.
I think it should. I mean,
Jalen Ramsey got traded to the Dolphins. How could I forget?
Oh, yeah.
The Dolphins look like they ought to be nasty. Jonnu Smith went to the Falcons. Okay, didn't see that.
Huh.
DJ Moore got traded to the Bears. The Bears traded a number 1 pick for DJ Moore. I think another pick next year and like a 3rd rounder or something. Yeah, that's been all the trades so far in March. Let's look at some signings. Yeah, Taylor Heineke went to the Falcons. Yeah, I'm looking. PJ Walker went to the Bears. Myles Gaskin is. They signed Myles Gaskin? Why? What's the point? I don't even get it. The Dolphins.
Again? What's the point if y'all not going to use him?
Said unrestricted free agent signing 3/16. That's today. Terrible. Anyway.
They got rid of Chase Edmonds, but kept what do they see in him?
Clearly nothing because they're not gonna play him anyway. So what's
What's
the
the
point?
point to keep if you don't? What are y'all on, bro?
He just, Hayden Hurst went to the Panthers. Yeah, the Panthers is making some moves. Jacoby Brissett is who went to the Commanders.
I am
All right,
literally speechless.
all right, yeah, that's all
I,
right.
I don't have.
I don't feel terrible about it, but it's not
Yeah,
necessarily an insane move. Patrick Peterson went to the Steelers. I think that'll be good for them. Uh, Jamel Dean stuck with the Bucks. Dalvin Tomlinson got signed by the Browns. He used to play for us. Okay. Tremaine Edmonds went to the Bears. Oh, okay. The Bears.
Hmm.
All right, all right. Jacoby Myers went to the Raiders. Receiver from the Patriots. Who else? Who else? Who else? Jesse Bates went to the Falcons. Dave Montgomery went to the Lions. TJ Edwards went to the Bears. He came from the Eagles. He was like the Eagles' leading tackler. So the Bears made some improvements this year.
Yeah, they did.
Maybe they go win 6 games this year. But
I was about to say, we'll see how much it matters, but
yeah, really. Corey Clement. I don't. The rest of you guys are not really. Jared Stidham went to the Broncos. The Raiders let him go. Huh.
hmm.
Okay. Well, look. At least the Broncos might have a backup quarterback who could start at some point during the season. I don't know what's going on with Russ for real.
No, they're gonna be good this season once they figure the shit out. They got rid of the coach.
Robert Woods went to the Texans. Derek Carr went to the Saints. I'm sure you heard about that one, but
Yeah,
and that looks like it's mostly all the signings for March.
this was decent. A lot of teams made improvements.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
Some teams did whatever.
The Dolphins even acquired Lynn Bowden Jr. in trades with the Raiders. This was. Why are they showing me an article from 2020? Kill yourself.
I was
Why
about to
would
say
you
I
show
don't
this
know
to
who
me
that
and make
is.
it seem like this is current news? What the hell? But yeah, so now it's some decent trades. I think the Raiders are still gonna be dog shit, but mostly because their problems aren't necessarily Derek Carr.
Yeah,
So
even though they got rid of him.
I think the Saints are gonna be better, but I don't know what the Saints are doing because they signed Jameis again, and it's just like, bro, do you know Jameis can start, right? Like, either get something for him, play it. Like, what are you guys doing? I'm
I
not
think
understanding.
Jameis would have probably did better.
And then Carr, I mean, he wouldn't have been more like Carr's gonna be safer than Jameis is.
I'm not
Uh,
even thinking about Carr this season. I'm thinking about last season.
oh, last year, that was the argument I was having the entire year. Like, bro, oh yeah, they
Yeah.
cut Ezekiel Elliott, so it's Tony Pollard's season.
Oh, where's Zeke going? They cut him. Does he not have a team that picked him up?
He's a free agent currently.
I mean, somebody's gonna pick him up, but
Yeah, somebody's gonna pick him up, but it depends how much money he's looking for too. Because if he on something like I still want to get paid 15, he might sit.
all right, if it's Tony
Like,
Pollard, I might pick up Tony Pollard.
so yeah, Tony Pollard season.
He a RB1. Ain't no sharing this season, yo. It's
No
RB1, RB1.
Ain't no sharing, nigga. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry, yo. You are correct. And I'm erect at the thought of possibly winning next year.
The Browns let go of Jadeveon Clowney. Oh, Kenny Golladay is a free agent, huh? Huh? Leonard Fournette is still available. Bud Dupree, Bobby Wagner, Zeke.
Don't ever mention Kenny Galladay to me again a day in your life, please.
Oh man. Calais Campbell, Olas. Yeah. So
Oh, you forgot about your boy.
who's my boy? Oh, Adam Thielen. Yeah. They cut Adam Thielen too. We did what we had to do, man. Leonard Floyd also got cut. Yeah, I think the Adam Thielen cut was him and Kendricks. It was
Tough, but fair.
yeah. Yeah, it was. Is Kendricks his last name? I might be thinking of the wrong nigga. I forgot that nigga's name. Uh, Eric Kendricks. Yeah. But yeah, so we had a salary cap purge, and but I think it was one of those ones where we had it last year. He didn't play great,
You saying he didn't play great, but was he dropping balls or was he just not getting the ball?
No, he was a linebacker.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about Adam Thielen.
Yeah. Well, I
You
mean,
talking
I'm talking
about
about both of these niggas
Kendricks?
because they both got. And mind you, we basically revised. So it was one of those years where we should have did this probably 2 years ago, in my opinion. Like maybe on the last year of Mike Zimmer, we should have did this. But better late than never. And so now basically we're trying to clear up money. So they're in talks with Kirk Cousins to get him to restructure his contract. They cut Kendricks to save almost $10 million. They cut Adam Thielen. I think that probably saved them like $10 million too.
Yeah.
We let go of Patrick Peterson. That probably saved us a good amount of money. And I don't know. Oh, and we had Harrison Smith, our safety, who's also an aging star. Remember that was dude I used to call the White Knight. But
Yeah.
one thing I realized with this team is that we had too many of we had a huge core of aging superstars, right?
Niggas that were good, but their
Niggas that were
talent
good
is
when we
fading and they're
signed them.
getting old.
Like
Yeah.
they were great when we signed them, we were getting a deal. But fast forward 2-3 years, and now I'm performing below average, but I'm getting paid like a star.
Yeah.
And I've been like, you know what I mean? Like the year before that, I would like Kendrick's his peak, I think, was 2019. Now
It's
granted,
2023. Damn.
yeah, now granted, like Kendrick's is a tackle monster. He defends a lot of passes and all of that. But I think it was just I think this is about saving money. Real talk. Most importantly, like I'm not gonna
Oh
say
yeah.
Kendricks could or should have gone. I think of the guys who were on that defense who could have, I think he was the one guy we probably should have prioritized keeping. But at the same time, I mean, I think it's possible he wasn't open to restructuring nothing because Harrison Smith is another guy. Like he's one of those niggas. Like, listen, if you don't want to restructure, I'm cutting you. I don't care what you've done for our team. I love you to death, dog. But we're paying you too much for you to play below average or for you to play average
Yeah.
even. Like it's like, bro, I can't pay y'all 12 million and then you be ordinary. I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, especially when there's 3 or 4 of y'all I'm doing this for. You get what I mean? Like, it's one thing if
Yeah.
I'm only giving it to one guy. Like, all right, there's only one guy on here who's getting overpaid. Everyone else is getting about what they deserve. If I'm overpaying for 3 or 4 of y'all because y'all were all studs at one point when I paid y'all, and now none of y'all are studs, listen, either y'all work this out and we try to save $6, $7, $8 million here and there or something, or finna cut y'all because it's pretty simple.
Yeah, I'm all for players getting what they deserve, but at a certain point, the team is getting taken advantage
Yeah,
of. If
because it's
it's
like, bro,
a
you getting
bunch of
more than you
niggas,
deserved if we keeping it a
yeah,
bean. Like,
I
but
think that's what's going on with Zeke. Like he
it was yeah,
deserved money
yeah.
at one point, but he
That's
wasn't performing.
that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it was. Because like you look at it and you're like, well, Zeke, yeah, you were getting paid for some years where you really wasn't producing. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if we look at his numbers and all of that, I'm not even just numbers. Like, I'm looking at his numbers now from
Yeah.
2020 onwards. This is bad. Like 2019 was the last year I could say like, okay, yeah, he was that guy. From 2020, 2021, and 2022, you look like you were splitting a backfield.
I mean,
And
he was honestly
he
with
was.
fucking Tony Pollard.
But my thing is, he's putting up Jamal Williams numbers. Jamal Williams was, and granted, Jamal Williams is like a short yardage back, da da da. But that's my whole thing. Like, if that's who you are, do you want to know what Jamal Williams is getting paid? He's getting paid $4 million a year. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the
Yeah.
key difference here. Because Zeke was getting paid 15 last year, nigga. So, like, yeah, no, sorry. If you're getting 15 and you're putting up Jamal Williams numbers that I could get possibly for 4, maybe 6 somewhere else, I could save 9 milli, and I still got Tony Pollard. Brother, you're gone. Sorry. Again,
Yeah.
love what you did for this organization. Put your whole foot in that shit.
It's not even a thought, honestly, when you put it like that.
Yeah,
Say
well,
nine
when you
million.
put it like that, it's not a thought, dog. If I could
When
save
Tony Pollard doing literally the same thing you're doing, yeah, nah.
exactly. And then think about it. The same way I drafted Tony Pollard and he ended up replacing you, nigga. If Tony Pollard gets to that same point, I might be able to do the exact. Like, again, we're starting to see that there's more and more proof that these backs aren't worth these contracts. And I hate it because it's like I used to play running back in high school, so it's nasty to see it happen. But it's the truth. Like, I genuinely was upset when we re-signed Dalvin Cook because I remember thinking to ourselves, like, is Dalvin Cook better than Madison? Of course. But, like,
But
if
how much
Madison,
longer is it gonna be?
one, and two, how much better is he to where we're paying Dalvin Cook what we're paying Dalvin Cook? Because I don't even remember what his contract was. I think it's upwards of like 12 mil a year though. Like, it's something nutty. 10.4.
Damn,
No, that's his base salary. His cap is 14 mil.
damn,
You see what I'm saying? 5 years.
damn.
Yeah. 5
Yeah,
years, 63 mil. So it's like I can't keep like I don't want to pay 14 million to Dalvin Cook for that. When I look at Dalvin Cook's numbers from last year and you had 1,400 scrimmage yards and 10 touchdowns.
but
Great,
some of this,
great
not
numbers.
some of this, a lot of this is the coaching. It's not even the players. It's not like the players are bad. Sometimes they're not even getting a chance to run.
That's true. But my thing is, when it happens over the course of several years, then there's a decision to be made. Like, if I'm gonna get rid of that coach, and then, like, because this is what happens a lot of times. Like, you'll have one coach, right? Because think about it. I'm thinking 2020, Mike Zimmer was still there. 2021, that was Mike Zimmer's last year. 2020, he had a career high in rushing yards. So
So this seems like a flaw in the system that they're wasting superstar talent, great running backs, great receivers, great niggas on defense on shitty coaches.
No, it is, and but unfortunately, that is the part of the game that good luck solving that one because that would require
Yeah,
these organizations to one admit fault and to move quicker. And the organization, like a lot of these organizations, when they have to choose a player or a coach, like you
yeah.
see,
They always want to pick the
they're
coach
gonna pick the coach because like you see
every
this
time.
happen sometimes in the NBA now, where it's like players will have an issue with a coach, and then basically the coach gets fired, and then fans will be like, "Wow, like this guy's going through two coaches. Maybe the problem's not, or maybe both of those coaches were ass."
Yeah,
Like that's the thing with Trey Young. And don't get me wrong, I'm not. That's not to say Trey Young's not an issue. He probably is an issue, nigga. But like both of his coaches were terrible. Like
yeah.
y'all, I'm not about to sit up here and let y'all convince me that these niggas were great coaches.
Both
They
his
weren't.
coaches are terrible, but Trey Young is also an issue. I saw
Exactly.
an interview the other day that said like pretty much everybody on his team does not like him. Like they don't synergize with him. Like you can get rid of the not a leader thing because I don't give a fuck about niggas being a leader. Not everybody can be LeBron and like be a leader of the team, but niggas just straight up don't like him, which is crazy to me.
But my thing is, one thing I've heard about it is this that like my thing, perfect example is like I forgot who came before Nate McMillan. He wasn't a terrible coach, but I do think some coaches, I wouldn't say are past their prime, but some coaches don't have any flexibility. And that
Yeah,
then because that's the Mike Zimmer issue. Mike Zimmer's not a bad coach. He's a guy who's probably past his prime and he refuses to adapt and he doesn't have the personnel to do exactly what he wants. So he just ends up doing something terrible, which is
mhm,
putting guys in a position they're not supposed to be in. So
right.
now you've got a whole bunch of dudes who should be rushing the quarterback playing coverage. Well, of course you're gonna get eaten alive, nigga. That's not what they're supposed to be doing. Go get the quarterback. Like, and even last year, perfect example, we had Ed Donatel as our D coordinator. He was terrible. He had a defensive unit that was better than the one Mike Zimmer had, and our defensive unit was almost last in damn near everything. And we added Zadarius Smith and Daniil Hunter, two premier pass rushers who ended up playing a bunch of coverage fucking snaps all season because our defensive coordinator is an absolute idiot. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, but what the problem is, just like you were saying, imagine 3 years of this, and then it's like, well, damn, like, well, how are we? You know what I mean? Like now it looks like Daniil Hunter's the issue, but in reality, you just let a coach rock out for too fucking long, and now
No,
it
this
looks like
nigga
he's the problem.
broken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, like the craziest part is that Daniil Hunter still had 10.5 sacks last year. He still got out to the quarterback. You see what I'm saying? Like he still got there. But it's just like when you look at how often they were asking him to play coverage on third down. Bro, what?
it's like y'all don't even think about these niggas as people. Y'all think about them as mules. Like one of the funniest shits that I seen was I forgot who it was. It was a defensive nigga on the Steelers that ran in a touchdown, and the nigga was laid out on the ground. He's like, "I'm tired, coach," and then they just had to get back up right after that because I mean, y'all run these niggas like it's a slave field.
Mm-hmm. But that's the whole thing. Like that's the real issue. Like, and again, Daniil Hunter has been cooking, but like that's also another thing that you'll have, right? Is like you'll have these problems where you put these guys in a bad position. It's just like, well, yeah, they're not gonna do what you think they're gonna do then, because you're putting them in this really weird fucking position where, all right, like say I'm a power back. I'm good for 5, 6, 7 yards. That's my job, nigga. Like, and you got me running routes. You know what I'm saying? You got me doing all this other shit. Like, bro, why am I running routes when you know what my job is? Give me the ball and I get you your 5 or 6 yards.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what happens so often. And like, for example, with Nate McMillan, like, and again, I'm flip flopping between shit just quickly, but like with Nate McMillan and the whole Trae Young shit, it's like, dog, Nate McMillan and quiet as it's kept, there are a lot of NBA as a nigga who has bet on NBA games. You want to know what I found out? Many of these NBA coaches put together some of the worst fucking lineups I've ever seen.
I believe it.
Frank
Yeah.
Vogel did it. Ty Lue is one of the worst fucking offenders. Him and Doc Rivers are two of the worst offenders for dog shit lineups.
They black. You can't say that, yo.
Brother, man. And Nate McMillan's black too. Those three niggas are they put together some of the most atrocious fucking lineups I've ever seen.
Bro, they are black. What are you not understanding?
I've ever seen. Ever seen. Like, it's just like, dog, I don't want you putting these lineups out here. I don't want it. I don't want to see that shit anymore. Like, that's my issue, because don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is these are guys who have been in the league for 19, 20 years. So people are like, well, clearly if they were able to coexist with everybody, but they can't coexist with you, the problem's you. And I'm not saying you're wrong. The problem is Trae Young, to a degree. My problem is at no point do a lot of these older coaches who have put so much time, it's almost like tenure. Niggas put in enough time to where they're like, well, now that I've got to the point to where no one could critique me, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want and no one will critique me. And I'm not with all that shit. I don't care how much time you put in.
Is there tenure in the
NFL,
in the NBA?
No, there's not. But what I'm saying is it's like social tenure in a sense where it's like, again, you put in enough time, then niggas stop looking at you when there's a problem, right? Like, it's like, all right, well, you've led a bunch. Like, perfect example is like, let's say you got, I don't know, Eric Spoelstra from the Heat, right? He won a couple of rings. So it's a lot of niggas who, if Eric Spoelstra is putting in, he's been in the league for what, 15 years at this point, coaching? Like, at this point, a lot of niggas will say, da. But if Eric Spoelstra does some stupid shit, just puts a terrible dog shit lineup out there that statistically doesn't work every single time he puts that lineup out there, people will still make excuses for these people because they're tenured coaches. They're like, well, he's been in the league 19 years. He's coached 7 teams. He's coached 6 teams. He's coached superstars. He's coached all-stars. He's coached Hall of Famers. Brother, I don't give a fuck.
About none of that.
This lineup fucking stinks, and I'm watching it stink. I'm watching the game where it stinks. I'm looking at a game, and I'm watching it stink. I watched him do certain things with Clint Capella and that Hawks lineup that should have got that nigga fired. And I mean that shit. I've watched Ty Lue and fucking Doc Rivers do things with their lineups that ought to get them a loss of job. I've seen Doc Rivers bench his starters until 3 minutes are left in the fourth. In a game,
last season they had fucking Joel Embiid playing, and what was it, like the fourth quarter, and then he got injured and was out for the fucking finals.
Right.
Last season, it just happened,
and they were up 20 something with like 6 or 7 minutes.
This shit just happened.
I have watched Doc Rivers bench his starter. Like, put it this way, right? Like, some people will give their starters a break in the fourth, so that way they can come back and play the rest of the fourth quarter fresh, right? This nigga sat his starters and then didn't put them back in until like 4 minutes were left.
Bro, you want these niggas to be Superman and come back from fucking 15, 20?
Like, but no, they weren't down that much. They were down like 9 points. And I'm like, bro, why are your starters on the bench? You're down 8 or 9 points with 3 minutes left. You telling me Joel Embiid can't get 1 and cut into this lead? Now it's a 5-point lead immediately. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I've seen these niggas do certain things, and that's what I mean when I say, like, I just hate the fact that we will only look at these at the players, right? And I hate that we do that, because it's like JJ Redick went on record and said this, right? He's went on record. Mind you, he was the guy who played.
JJ Redick, one of my favorite sports commentators, because the nigga just tell it like it is.
He played with Doc Rivers on 2 teams. On 2 teams, or was it just one? Yes, yeah, no, on 2 teams, on the Sixers and on the Clippers, right? And literally, he said it is just like because this was a series, and I think this was last year, 2022, where Game 1 against the Heat, this nigga played DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, like, put it this way, like JJ Redick said, to me, this is about let's adjust the lineup. DeAndre Jordan, as much as I love him, a dear friend, at this point, I don't think he should be starting in a playoff game. Start Paul Reed, and then at times go small with Tobias Harris and Niang, spread them out, give Harden space, give Maxey space, da da da.
He's
All that.
right.
Like, but here's the thing, right? People have a sample size of DeAndre Jordan's minutes, right? With DeAndre Jordan on the court for 17 minutes, the team has a offensive rating 13 points lower than with him off the court. Like, dog,
God damn.
I understand these stats don't always tell the picture, but here's my thing. When the stats say your lineup sucks, and then I'm physically watching the game and your lineup sucks, your lineup sucks. It's terrible. Like, because don't get me wrong, you can watch a stat box or you can watch a box score, and it might look like a guy had a rough game. And then you watch the game and you're like, nah, it really wasn't as rough as it looked. Right? Like, that can happen. I've seen that happen before where like the stats don't tell the full picture. But when the stats stink, I watched it and said, this stinks.
Yeah.
Like, but you have that. Frank Vogel was another one. And now, granted, I would give him a little bit of slack because, nigga, they didn't have much. This was like the Lakers. Who was he going to play? Like, he didn't really have many options. But even then, it's still like, well, then play those niggas. Play Max Christie. Bro, no one can be worse than the guy who's fucking negative 60 for the year. Play anybody. Sign a nigga off the street and play him. Bro, please, I beg of you. Do something. Try something. And we just see this happen too often. And so that's why my issue with a lot of these coaches is that too many of these coaches, and again, it happened with Mike Zimmer. It happens in the NFL a lot with coaches where these guys are like, well, he's been around. He's been an assistant coach for 6 years. He's been a D coordinator for 10 years. He's been in the da-da-da-da-da-da. He's been in the league for 25 years. So, like, I think he knows what he's doing. I think he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
new past tense. That don't mean you right every time. What are you talking
Look
about?
at Pete Carroll, old ass. That nigga knew what he was doing.
Yeah, at the Super Bowl. You see what I'm like dog, like nobody is immune to making bad decisions. And when someone shows you a cavalcade of bad decisions, a whole heap of bad decisions,
Oh, a heap of bad
to the point to where it's one thing when they don't cost you the game. It's one thing when they don't cost you the game. But when they cost you the game, come on. Come on now.
What costing the game when that costs a season?
Mm-hmm. Like, literally, there was a game where Embiid was missing, and this is from this year. A game where Embiid was missing, so they played PJ Tucker at center. Paul Reed is a third-year big man, right? Who has had like one of the world's shortest leashes, right? And in 28 minutes of gameplay, he had 16 points, 14 boards, a pair of blocks. He shot 7 to 10 from the field and had a team high plus 26 rating.
Oh, nice.
And he's scratching and clawing to get more than 10 minutes a game.
Like, I want to know what goes through the minds of these niggas. Like, are players paying niggas to get like playtime?
But like you've seen this before, right? Like, you've seen this in the NFL where like there's times where it's like, bro, what did you do? What did you do? What did you say to your coach that makes him hate you? What did you say? What did you do?
That makes even more sense as opposed to me saying that niggas are paying coaches for playtime. Niggas are just pissing coaches off so they refuse to play them.
Like, bro, are you in practice just making fart sounds? What happened? Why do they hate you?
I have no idea, man.
But it happens so many times to where, and it's one thing again when coaches sometimes do it, but again, for example, the Eagles. Now the Eagles made it to a Super Bowl, but in my humble opinion, I think the Eagles lost that Super Bowl because of a problem that they've had under Nick Sirianni that has never been fixed, which is Nick Sirianni quite often refuses to run the ball, even though his team has been a top 5 rushing team since he's got there.
Is Nick Sirianni the same coach that last season through so that they can get picks?
I don't even remember.
Was that last season or season before last? Remember the Eagles? They lost the game on purpose so that they can have a better, so that they can get first picks or something like that. Was that last season or the season before last?
Uh, I really don't remember, dog. It might have been last season, for real, for real. I have no clue though. But like it just be like, but this is what I mean. Like, and again, now granted, now if Nick Sirianni made a career out of this, I don't care what Nick Sirianni does. Every time when I see that same issue that he's well known for, I'm gonna point that shit out. And I'm not saying that means he should lose his job, but my whole point is, if you are, let's put it this way, if you're getting to the pinnacle every time, but you keep losing because your coach is doing something, and that's what I mean with Doc Rivers.
Yeah, you
A
gotta.
lot of these Doc Rivers teams make it to the playoffs. They'll get to the second or third round. They'll get to damn near the conference finals, and every time they lose.
People think differently than you. You're thinking, oh, they get to the pinnacle, they're good, but somebody's better. People are thinking, oh, they get me there every time. Maybe if I fine tune this, fine tune that, switch out this player, switch out that player, maybe we can get there.
Yeah, but the problem is you're putting way too much emphasis on the players when it's the coaches that make and break this shit.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I've seen teams with better players win and lose games. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen teams that should have win games win them. I've seen teams that shouldn't win games win them. Like, explain to me how certain teams who just aren't any good on paper. Like, again, look at the Lions. That
Yeah,
team's
they're
not
talking.
better on paper
No,
than
they're
most of these
talking.
teams that they have actually beat. But they are beating people. So what does that then say? Right? Like another example is Matt Patricia. And you already
Oh
knew it. You
yeah.
knew I was waiting for a chance to
Oh
get
yeah.
my shit off on Matt Patricia. This nigga, every team he goes to that he's in charge of the defense, it stinks after he gets there. Every time. And he keeps getting jobs. This is the shit I'm talking about. So, like, again, imagine being a player in these circumstances where, all right, we just hired a guy who's known for making the defense worse. I played the defense, most importantly. And now I'm sitting here like, fuck, this idiot's going to take us out of our positions. And then it happens. And then I
Do
lose money because of it.
do defensive do defensive positions have the option to just not listen to defensive coordinators? Like
No, 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 no. You'll get taken out of the game.
quarterbacks can just decide, no, that's a dumb call. I'm gonna run the call I want.
And don't get
But
me wrong.
defensive coordinators can't do that.
No, defensive players
I mean,
can't just
not
decide.
wait, no, I didn't mean coordinators, but like,
The
you know what
players.
I mean when the players. So like,
No, yeah, no, no, no. And don't get me wrong, even quarterbacks, they can do it, but it always comes with a cost. So it's just usually not worth it, right? Like the people who do it, again, are the people who have earned the clout to do it.
like
Like,
Aaron Rodgers specifically, that's who I had in
right.
mind.
Yeah,
When
Aaron
last
Rodgers.
season he specifically ignored a couple plays last season, and it
But
turned
then
out for
think
the
about that.
better.
But think about that though, right? Now imagine having that same mentality and you're a younger nigga. And then because you're a younger nigga, that coach don't go for it.
Yeah.
Now you're Trey Young. That's my whole point. Now you're Trey
Oh
Young.
yeah, yeah.
Now you are Trey Young in a case where, nigga, my coach, I'm not saying he's a terrible guy. Sometimes he don't know what the fuck he talking about. And I'm finna get my shit off. But the problem is when you get your shit off, if it works, your coach is still mad. Probably even more mad if it works. If it don't work, oh, they hot. Because not
Oh
only
yeah.
did you disobey me, but then you disobeyed me and it didn't work. And so, like, that's my thing where it's
It's
just
a
like,
fucked up world we live in.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is. Like, niggas got us, but that's why I feel like a lot of that shit comes down to coaching. And that's why it's just, it's super important. Like, same thing with the Vikings, right? Like, think about it. We set the NFL record for amount of close games won. The year before this, like season that just passed, we were in like 11 or 12 close games. We just were losing them. That team wasn't drastically different. The only reason why we were winning them was because of coaching. Now we had coaching that wasn't afraid to go get the win, as opposed to, all right, we're up 3. Let's try to hang on. We're up 3. What are we hanging on to? A field goal, nigga? So, like, that's what I mean when I say, like, but that's my whole point. This was a great team, even with Mike Zimmer. But it's like, if like so that's how I look at it. Like if I have a team that's consistently getting right there, 2 steps away from the finals every time with this particular coach, and then this coach has obvious issues that is holding this team back, dog, you gotta, again, you have to. I know we always try to do that. Let me see if I can work, because you give coaches these big contracts, you give coaches these long ass contracts. And on top of that, it's not just that. It's some of these coaches people like. And that's the big
Yeah.
difference. With guys like Doc Rivers, I think he's a likable coach for the players. So it's one of those problems where now, if I get rid of you, yeah, maybe I have a better chance of getting better lineups. But now my players are mad because I got rid of the guy that they liked and I brought in some guy who might be a hard ass or something. Like, so it's like it's a fine balance. But I just feel like a lot of times too many of these teams defer to like comfort or like, oh well, they'll like this guy. They'll be comfortable with this guy. So and it's like that's not gonna get it done. That's not gonna get it done. You see that it don't get it done. Like I just think you need coaches who are sometimes willing to buck the shit. Like, yeah, this is what everyone's doing. All right, I mean, I need to try something different. Like, you can't have these coaches who are just stuck in their box because that's gonna get you. It's gonna lead you to the same spot every time, which is just short. And in some cases, nigga, it don't even be just short. Like y'all be sticking with legacy coaches and they average.
Wanted to get you close. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I will take a chance on a new young nigga. Like, why would I let this average nigga consistently let my team to be average? What's the benefit in that?
Not if the new young nigga black though, but that's another
Oh
story.
yeah, definitely not that. But
Ain't
look at
no way
that.
I'm taking a chance on a Negro.
But look at that. That was a good little rant to pad our podcast time.
I didn't realize we was stat padding. For everybody listening, I didn't
Oh
realize we were
yeah,
doing that. I didn't know.
I'm stat padding. It's just
I didn't know.
I'm missing purpose to get that board. What else? Remnant 2 is coming this summer. They got a handler archetype with a dog. Let's go.
A dog?
Attack dog, guard dog, and support dog. He got 3 modes.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, that's an automatic cop. It was already an automatic cop because I love Remnant, but now they got a dog. I'm about to pre-order that shit.
He said pre-order. They got a new gunslinger class, all of that. So it look like it'll be alright. I think it'll be alright. That's it though. That's all I got. You got anything else?
Resident Evil 4 remake comes out soon. That's gonna be crazy. Look out for that. I'm gonna be posting videos on YouTube for that. Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4 was announced, which I'm surprised we didn't talk about that last week because it was announced a while ago. But you're a
Yeah.
Tenkaichi fan, right?
I played them. I wasn't like I did put a lot of time in them. Them bitches was hard. But I'm not
Like
gonna
hard as in difficulty because they
lie.
was
No, they were.
definitely hard.
Well, I mean, they were
Well,
hard.
they
But
they were hard as a difficulty. I'll tell
yeah,
you
no,
that.
they
Like,
were difficult. But I don't know. I just didn't really care.
I
Oh.
am about in the same boat as you. I don't even think I played Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I think I played
3 had like every nigga. They had niggas in that game you never heard of.
I know they had Omega Shinra. They had niggas from GT in there.
Bro, they had Dragon Ball niggas. I'm like, who? He's like, oh, he was remember the guy from the Red Ribbon Army? No. Okay, well he was his uncle. Remember his uncle, right? His uncle had a you're like, bro, I don't you're just saying things.
Remember General Fung?
No. But go ahead and tell me.
No, that was a joke.
They had Fasha. You don't know who Fasha is?
No, what the fuck?
She's a Saiyan warrior within the Saiyan army and the only female member of Team Bardock. Like, dog.
Oh, that's Goku's mother, probably. I would just assume. But
Dr. Wheelo.
Doctor Who?
He's the main antagonist of The World's Strongest, the movie. Like,
He's not the main antagonist from World's Strongest. The main antagonist is. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking about a different movie.
you know, that's how. They had
I was.
Nam from fucking Dragon Ball. They had Spopovich.
I know Spopovich.
Yeah,
That's the nigga that beat the shit out of Videl in
yeah,
the
that's
fucking Cell
Hercule's
Saga.
rival and shit. It's like they
Yeah.
had Tambourine. Like,
Tamarine?
well, yeah, you know, King Piccolo's kids, one of his kids.
I will.
I'm
I
serious, like
can't
just
say
for
that
that
on
game.
stream.
Like they just had a bunch of doofy shit. Like, why are you niggas in this game?
Why not? They just want more. They just up in the ante.
Emperor Pilaf, Salza, one of the Cooler's henchmen. Like, bro, get these niggas out the
Salza,
game.
one of Cooler's henchmen, is crazy.
Get
That
these
is
niggas out the game.
unbelievable. unbelievable. Nah, keep them in the game because that's funny for memeing. Like, imagine a nigga pick the strongest character yet. A nigga pick Omega Shenron and you beat them with Salza. Or you beat a nigga with Jace.
We beat him with Zangia. That's one of Bojack's 4 Galaxy soldiers. She was the man.
Imagine,
I'm cool
yeah,
with her.
beating somebody with a Cyberman.
You can keep her in the game.
Oh, because she bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't know if you have the same mind that I have and you remember games the way I do. I don't remember the name of games, but I'll be remembering the pictures. The last Budokai Tenkaichi game that I played was the one with the red cover and it had Cell and Super Saiyan Goku on the cover.
Cell and Super Saiyan Goku on the cover. Tenkaichi 3 had just Super Saiyan, so I don't know.
I just asked you if you had the same memory and you're going to look it up. You don't remember it.
No. The answer's no.
I'm sorry.
It might have been one of the Budokais that had Cell on it.
Oh, Budokai. Oh, there was a Budokai before the Tenkaichi, right?
Yeah, there's a whole Budokai series.
Uh,
They had Dragon Ball Z Budokai. That was just a straight up Budokai. They had 3 of those.
Look up Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and okay, I played Budokai 2 was the last one I played. It got Gogeta and Boo on the cover.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the gray one. That one was tough.
So I've never played a single Tenkaichi game actually.
Oh, so you played the entire other. So you didn't even play any of the Tenkaichis. Okay, gotcha.
Nope. I played Budokai 1 through 3. I never played any Tenkaichi.
You ever played Burst Limit?
I played Burst Limit. That was on 360. I played Burst Limit.
Yeah, that was like the newer ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I played that. So yeah,
You never played Tenkai. Have you seen Tenkaichi? Like what it looks like?
I have off and on, but I don't know how to distinguish it from other Dragon Ball games, like what the difference is.
It's like so it's 3D and it's like it's
Oh yeah. So niggas be getting knocked up in the air and niggas yeah.
yeah, and it's nutty. Like like it is real fucking nutty.
I don't know if I know I'll enjoy it, but I don't know if I'll really. I'm more of a 2D fan. That's why I was so heavy into fighters, and I didn't really give Xenoverse that much time. That's why I was hoping for fighters too, but I'll take Tenkaichi 4. But I don't. I'm excited because I just want more Dragon Ball fighting, but I don't know how deep I'll get into it. I know I'm not going to become a pro like I was at fighters. I'm not gonna be at any, cons or anything.
I don't know what Ultra Ego. Man, look, all right. I'm sure this is from the manga.
You never Me and Reef had talked about that. Vegeta going Ultra Ego with the
No, I've
purple.
seen the pictures, but I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Ultra Ego. It's the opposite of Ultra Instinct where Goku doesn't get hit and he be dodging shit. Ultra Ego is the more damage Vegeta takes, the stronger he gets. Which
So it's
makes sense
perfect.
because
Okay,
they're yin and yang. They're both
Ultra
opposites.
Ego. Like, yeah, that's perfect. Like, I'm screaming characters: oil, oatmeal, granola. You niggas annoying me.
That is it's
Yeah, man.
they on planet cereal fighting. That's the
No, yeah,
funniest
I
part.
literally said location cereal.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
like,
look at the niggas' name. Kakarot, Vegeta. All these niggas had Gohan's name means rice in Japanese. These are all food niggas. Yeah, I don't know if you knew Gohan's main name meant rice, but yeah.
I surely didn't.
Yeah, these are all food niggas. Vegeta.
Yeah, no. I mean, everyone else, like Kakarot and all that shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Piccolo.
Mhm.
Krillin. No, I don't know what Krillin means.
They said krill, like the
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Like,
That is a food
yeah.
for other creatures.
And krill is literally krill comes from the Norwegian word krill, meaning small fry of fish. So
Oh,
yeah,
let's
it makes
go.
sense. That's why they call him Krillin, because he's a little baby man.
Tien Shinhan.
Yeah, whatever his name is. All right, you ready to get the hell out of here? Cause I am.
Yeah, let's go, yo.
Woo.
Bye.
All right, man. Y'all be easy, man. It's time to get the hell up out of here. It's been episode 87, another one.
Or be hard.